Hey everyone, how are y'all? CJK, how are you tonight? Hey, just on Libra Moon, how are you? All right, y'all don't forget to hit the thumbs up and put your chat on live chat. See her knocking stuff off my desk. Okay, and can everyone hear me okay? Okay, thank you, Dan. I just wanted to make sure. I had to move some stuff around on my desk today and want to make sure that my mic was set back up right. Sally Mae, you can't hear me? Princess Megan, how are you? Hey, Elsie. Yeah, it is so flippin' hot down here. Okay, Sally Mae, thank you. I had to adjust my mic up higher. That's probably why you couldn't hear me. Princess Megan, I've missed all of y'all as well. Oh, Dan, don't even go there, huh? It says it's 80 here right now, but it's got to be hotter than that. Oh my God, 107. All right. Well, Dan, I won't complain about the heat no more then. Oh my God, 115. Jeez. CJK, it's good to see you. All right, y'all. Oh wait, we got Lady V backstage. I didn't even see her. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, Lady V, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, I can't hear you.
Oh, let me hold on. I'll fix that.
Okay. Well, Sally Mae, since you're the coolest, I'm coming to your house.
How's that?
Yes, that's better. To begin with, I could see your little thing around your picture was moving, so I knew you were talking. I just couldn't hear anything.
I'm sorry. I forgot I didn't have this in. I was charging it.
Uh, all right. Well, you sound better now. Okay. Well, cat's meow. Then we're just all coming to your house. And Sally Mae, yes, I would fly to your house just to get out of this heat.
I'm, we're still at 78.
It says it's 80 here. I don't even know what the heat index is right now, but oh my God, I am burning up. Jeez, it is hot down here. Okay, so y'all know that case that we were talking about last night with the two adults and the little girl that's missing, the little 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, I got on Facebook on their group, and because I was going to go through it last night when I ended the live, and then I didn't have a chance. I ended up eating and then going to sleep. And is that your clock?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. So anyway, so I got on there this afternoon and was looking through it, and like now the police think that they have fled to Mexico with this little girl. Um, they don't think the fishing camping trip in Montana even happened. Hey, Betty Joe, how are you? Um, they've already given a description of the vehicle, which I don't think was even on the missing person flyer form. So it's like they need to update that or whatever. And then the dude's sister comes out and makes this whole big, like, 5 or 6 different claims or whatever. Apparently, the bio mom of the baby had made accusations against the dad that he was abusive. And now, for all of a sudden, allegedly, she's not claiming that anymore. That it's her family and her friends that are still saying it and all this and that. And that he's a devoted father. Uh, he was heartbroken when he thought he was going to lose his daughter. And he cried on days, for days and days and like all this and that. I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I get custody battles are, a sensitive subject for people,
Yeah.
but why did he think that he was going to lose his child? Did something happen that made him think that there's a possibility that he could lose custody of her or whatever? Um,
Right.
the sister was claiming that Aaron and Nadia, which is the female adult that's with them, that the baby wasn't in a good living environment, and that the sister, the baby had came to her house from the mom's house, and she was dirty and smelled like weed and dog gear and all this and that. And she's basically uh, defending her brother and the fiance and why they
Hmm.
did what they did. Need to say, Sally Mae, I have no control over the ads at all. Hey, Princess Lena, how are you? Um, there's, I don't know, there's something weird about this case. If they thought that she wasn't in a good living environment, and and also before I go to that point, she's this the dad's sister is also claiming that the bio mom's brother is a pedo and that he was allowed around the baby.
Oh,
So
wow.
if all of this is true, the baby's in a bad living environment, she comes to their house dirty, she smells like weed or dog urine, or she's being allowed around this guy that they're saying is a pedo, why not go to the courts?
Right.
Why take her? It makes no sense. And obviously, this was a like premeditated type thing where they had this whole thing planned out
Oh,
and all
yeah. I
that,
would agree with that.
because they all went missing on May the 29th, which is the day that the dad picked the little girl up. Also, the same day that Nadia went missing from the airport in Washington. The mom was supposed to pick the little girl up on June the 3rd. So they had several days to get either out of the country or way away from the Washington, Idaho area.
Yeah, they have plenty of time to go anywhere.
Yeah. And somebody had even asked if Aaron had a passport. And someone on there said that his parents are from the Philippines, because, we were trying to figure out where
Right.
he was from last night or whatever. But apparently, his parents are from the Philippines. So more than likely, he has a passport. We know that Nadia has a passport because her and her parents were about to board a plane to Italy
Right.
at the airport when she went missing. So we know she's got one. Just
So
don't know
did the
about the baby.
baby have one?
Yeah. Because I mean, he could have went and got the baby a passport when she was at his
Oh yeah.
house. You know what I'm saying? For a
Do you know how
visitation.
often? Do you know how often they have to update the passport for infants?
I don't know, but isn't like for adults every 10 years or something like that?
I think so. I've never had one.
I think that's what. Because my husband has one. I think his is every 10 years. But it I would think
That sounds right.
babies babies though, because they're constantly changing in their looks, that they would maybe every 2 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I'm just wondering if maybe he got it recently.
I would say it just in my opinion, yeah.
That's what I
Being that they were, because she's 2 years old. Okay, would he go and do it, several months ago, and then take a chance of the little girl saying, "Oh yeah, me and Daddy went here and we had my picture taken," and because a
Well,
2 year
yeah,
old at that point is gonna tell everything that she did.
yeah, I mean, I get that, but
Hey
as
Tiff.
long as they have a white background and it meets the requirement, they can take it themselves.
Well, that is true too. I don't know, I think he did it within like the few weeks leading up to when they went missing.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, it's definitely something that's planned out. I mean, you don't just get a passport for a baby when
You're not
unless
planning
you
on.
need it.
Right, right. But it hasn't been said that the baby has a passport. Uh, but we know for sure that Nadia does. And his sister didn't come out and say, yes, Aaron has one. But with his parents being from the Philippines, he's more than likely got family from there too, or that is still there. So
Right.
I would say that it's safe to say he has one as well.
Yeah, I would think so, especially with family still there.
It takes months to get a passport.
Yeah, it takes a while.
So I don't have one. So I never had any intentions on flying out of the country. Well, then, if that's the case, maybe they did start on it months ago.
I would say, at the soonest, probably 6 weeks if you're lucky. I mean, that's kind
Hmm,
of what we were told
that's interesting.
because we are getting ours, but we don't have them yet.
I don't know. I just they're claiming they have went that they fled to Mexico. Hopefully, they've let Border Patrol know down there. If they
Yeah.
boarded the airplanes, then they would have already knew that. But supposedly they're in a what
Well,
is it?
unless they got on one before,
Well,
it
see,
was put out.
when okay, so when Nadia went missing, her parents went right then and did the missing person report because they were at the airport. She said she's going to run to the restroom real quick before they board the plane. She left her phone in her backpack there that she was going to carry on the plane. And I'd seen a comment that her dad had made that he thought that that was weird that she had left her phone there while she ran to the restroom. And then about 3 o'clock, she's seen walking out of the airport. And they said she wasn't with anybody, or she wasn't being lured out or anything like that, but she had like a distressed look on her face.
Right. But if they plan this out like we think that they are allegedly,
Hmm.
then they could have very easily bought tickets under some different names too and got themselves different passports. However, people do that. I know it can be done.
Yeah, it could be done. I don't know. I think if they were going to get on a plane and fly out of the country, it would have been that day. Because they didn't even know that the dad and the little girl were missing until June the 3rd, when he was supposed to meet back up with the bio mom and drop the little girl off with her over in Pullman, Washington, at the police station there. And then they never showed up. And then his parents write a note to the police, and the mom gets a copy of it that says, him and the baby went to Montana for a hunting and fishing trip. They haven't made it back yet. It could be a delay because of the weather, or somebody sprained an ankle or something like that. Hey, Babs, how are you? So I don't know. The
I don't
sisters,
know either.
the sisters trying to say she's not defending them, but at the same time, it sounds like she's defending them. Um, Honestly, the only victim is this baby, and of course, her
That's
bio
true.
mom. Her bio mom, because her bio mom didn't know anything about it. Didn't even know that she allegedly went to Montana. And
Oh,
that
I
is
would be
true, Betty Joe.
furious.
The baby apparently needs medication, or she will get septic, which we all know it can be really bad if not treated. So I don't understand parents who just know that their kids need medication and just run with them. Meta Mom and Too Fast, how are y'all?
How long how long did he have her this last time?
He picked her up May the 29th and was supposed to hand custody back over to the mom on June the 3rd. So he would have
Okay,
had her
so
five days.
okay.
So they basically had him and the little girl a 5 day head start. If they did, in fact, pick Nadia up from the airport in Seattle on the 29th, the day she goes missing.
Mhm.
So
Hmm. You ought to see if Princess Lena wants to come up.
Is she still in here?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta put my chat on live chat. It did perfect last night. It never bounced off of live chat. Tonight it's already
That's
doing it.
yeah. That's a rare thing.
And you couldn't see the live for some reason.
Yeah, that was weird.
Maybe there's just a glitch in it. Too fast. I am doing good. I hope you are as well. And then my little thing on Discord's not working for my live alerts to let everyone in Discord know that there's a live scheduled. Everything's
Lena,
just messed.
come on up.
Everything's just screwed up for some reason. So the Storm Fox news today is gaining traction, which is just on. That's good news. And shit, what did I do with the? Oh wait, I posted in Discord. They had let me find it. King Five, which we've read a lot of their articles, with the Kohlberger and Idaho 4 stuff. Um, they had an article that came out. When did this come out? Yesterday, which is when they were saying on the 7th that they believe that they fled the country. Hey Scott, how are you?
See, that's what I think. I think they might have had it planned where they could jump on some other thing and get to a different country,
Mm-hmm.
and he still would have plenty of medication left for her until they
Right.
get there. You know what I mean?
Yep. Or even flying into Canada, or driving into Canada. I mean, because Canada's right there.
Yeah, that's true.
Or the whole Montana trip could have been true after Nadia was picked up. Him and the baby go pick her up at the airport because that's where she's about to fly out of, and then they go to Montana and then go straight up into Canada. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
hope they find this baby
Border
and get.
states. Right. I wanted Lena to come up here because she's always talking about border states.
Okay, she says she's here just finishing up her chores.
Okay. Her babies come first. Our two little kitties.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of this stuff is like, I don't know, border states. I didn't realize border states were outside of Texas, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize they were that dangerous, I guess is the right word.
Yeah, yeah. It's. I mean, that would make
And
sense if
how,
it was true because apparently the his parents let law enforcement know, and then about the Montana thing, and then Montana law enforcement were notified. Now that could have, like I said last night, that could have just been a distraction. I'm going to lead them this way, but I'm going in the opposite
right,
direction away from them. And he could have just told his parents, "Hey, me and her are going on a fishing trip. We're going to camp out while we're there, and we'll be back before she goes back with her mom and all this and that." And his parents could have legitimately thought, "Hey, that's where they went to," and didn't think anything else about it. And the whole time, the three of them
they're
are
on the
going,
run.
yeah,
Yeah,
on the run in the opposite direction, going away from where all the cops are focusing on.
right.
I don't know. I hope the baby's found and she's okay when they find her. Get her medicine and get her back to her mama. And the other two, they're both grown ass adults. They need to go to jail
I agree.
because there was some people on there whenever the sister had posted that. Well, maybe he lied to Nadia and you know said that they were going on a vacation with the little girl, or I mean, she's made comments according to the sister that the baby's in a bad living situation. She knows that they're
Right.
not going on no vacation of any type.
Yeah,
She knows what's up.
I'm sure. I mean, because I'm sure he vented to her about everything too. So it wasn't like it'd be a big surprise.
Yeah, well, I mean, why would she leave her phone at the airport if she
Yeah,
thought they were going on a vacation?
a vacation, right.
You know, I'm not gonna. If I'm thinking I'm going on a vacation with someone, I'm not gonna leave my cell phone.
How old did you say this girl was?
Nadia is 20. Wait, hold on. 21, I think. Like, I've got her age
21,
wrote down.
22.
Where did I write her? Because he is okay. Yeah, she's 21. The dad's
Okay, he's
23,
22,
and
23.
then the baby's 2.
God, I wonder why she had to sneak away from people.
Oh no, she just graduated from WSU. Apparently, she was going to be an attorney.
Oh
Supposed to be taking her LSATs in a couple of weeks, according to her dad.
my God. Just totally ruined her whole life.
She ruined her life for a man.
Yeah.
Okay, Betty Joe.
Oh, that's just. mm.
Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Okay, and then I was answering Princess Leia back too. I didn't know she had sent me something.
Hmm.
Oh, Betty Joe, that is hilarious.
Discord?
Yeah, she sent me something in a DM on there.
Oh.
I'll send you a message. I don't want to say it out loud because there's too many uh, cease and desist going on right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Well, Betty Joe, you can just post that in the regular Discord. It should be fine. And damn it, Sally Mae, you and the little hobbit running. I go back to my Discord and she's got him running across the damn Discord.
He is funny.
Oh, Betty Joe, that is hilarious. That is totally clicks and views right there. Okay, so Betty Joe's gonna post it in there. Uh,
Okay, I'm waiting.
that way
All I
everybody
see
can
is a
see it.
little hobbit. I see Dolly running.
Oh, Sally Mae is not taking any responsibility for it. The ugly chuckling, how are you?
Okay, I gotta quit looking at the little hobbit. Didn't do it. No,
Oh,
we're always blaming Avery.
yeah, it's always Avery's fault. Sally Mae, what we can do though is we can say that Avery got on your Discord and she's the one that posted it.
It's
We
her
can,
fault
yeah,
anyway.
we can do that. See, we
She
must
did
shut
good
up,
today.
truck right in my butt. Oh, the ugly chuckling. I hate to hear that.
Oh,
Wait, Avery did what
no.
today?
Oh, she just dropped a live. I wasn't able to watch all of it, but it was good. She's a
Okay.
good storyteller.
I don't know why I don't get notifications from her when she puts a video out. And I know I've got them on, but I never get anything unless she puts it in Discord or sends me a message that she's just dropped it.
That's usually where I see it.
I don't know. I'll have to go check it out then. And I'm still trying to figure out why Sarah Boone is unhappy with her. What is this? Eighth attorney, ninth attorney? I've lost count. I was gonna look
She's
into
not going to
that,
be happy with anybody but herself.
but what's gonna be funny though is that she's gonna end up representing herself because she's gonna come up with some crappy excuse. Well, y'all don't have no good attorneys here, and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, and blah blah blah, and all this and that. And then she's gonna get up there, and then she's not even gonna be happy with her own self.
No,
So it's gonna be an interesting trial whenever it does finally get started. I just think this is a stall tactic
oh, I do too.
because if she didn't know to begin with, she should have done figured it out by now that every single time she gets a new attorney, they have to start from the beginning and go over the whole case. So if
Hmm.
there's any new, court appearances that have to be made, they're going to get a continuance because the attorney has no idea what's going on.
Right.
And Tiff, that is true too. She's enjoying the attention. She knows that every time, she something about a new attorney comes out, she's all in the headlines about it and all that. All I know is if it comes out that she's going to represent herself, I'm gonna do the trial. I'm gonna stream it, and I'm gonna sit back with my popcorn and watch it.
Oh, absolutely.
Wait, Sarah Boone wants a 4-foot attorney that fits nicely into the case, so to speak.
That's bad.
True Crimes
I shouldn't
Comedy
be
Chat
laughing.
Channel. How are you?
Oh,
Uh, oh hell, that's Tony. I should have knew that by the
I
icon.
figured.
I didn't even pay attention to the profile picture.
Oh, Lordy.
Clicks and views, y'all. Clicks and views.
Oh, absolutely.
That's all that is. All right, thank you, Betty Joe. I knew when she said it, I was like, please don't tell me that. And she was like, yep.
Hmm. But I mean, what is a cease and desist? It's just a piece of paper,
Well, I mean, the
unless you
case is,
back it up.
yeah, but the case has been made public by law
Exactly.
enforcement, and you can only do a cease and desist if somebody is slandering your name,
And they're
which,
not. Well, some are getting
so
close,
yeah,
but
I think some are doing it, but it's instead of being a pansy ass about it, concentrate on your child that's missing.
right.
Do what needs to be done to find your child. Worry about social media
Instead
later.
of yeah, instead of pushing everybody away
Yeah,
and telling everybody, don't say my name or his or anything.
it's crazy. Is an
I
email
don't I
cease?
don't think any of the parents had anything to do with what happened to him.
I don't know. I've seen where Katie had said at one time someone has her son, but I didn't. What's his name say that too? Does
Seth?
someone has? Yeah, does someone has
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
So, is that what they're thinking now?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you might, you know, logically, if something happened to my kid, the first thing I would think is somebody has them.
So
Where'd my
maybe,
kid go? Somebody must have grabbed him.
yeah, maybe that's maybe. Hopefully that's what it is. But whoever, if that is the case, they're not mistreating him.
Yes, I hope not either.
You know,
But I mean, unless it was an accident or something like that, which
right?
I don't know. She seems very distraught, you know, and
Hmm.
some people might not agree with me, but
And Sally
I
Mae,
don't
that
know
is
what
true.
I don't
So,
know what happened after he left, but if anything happened before he left, I think it would have had to been an accident.
well, like Sally Mae said, the thud that was heard.
Yeah, but okay. Do you run and check every time your kids make a thud in the bedroom? I didn't.
My oldest, I do. Now my other ones, I, no, because you're always hearing noises coming out of there, and usually as soon as you
Right,
hear a weird noise, you hear them walking around in there and all that. But my oldest, yeah, I do.
right. And that,
It,
I mean, it could have been a very innocent thud.
it's just the fact that he had the what is it? I can't think it with his brain.
I can't
Um,
remember what they call that. But yeah, I
so,
mean,
but
I understand what you're saying.
with something like that, yeah, it could have been a thud. He could have fell. He could have hit his head. If you hear a noise and you have a child or even an adult in the house that has something like that, uh, yeah, you go check it out
Well, I
if you
mean,
hear
it
a
still
thud.
could
But
be an accident.
right, yeah.
But unless it's a familiar thud, I mean,
Hmm. I don't know. And Tony, thank you
I
so
mean,
much
I
for
had
being a
two
member.
healthy boys, and sorry,
Go
hon.
ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, Betty Joe got it.
What I
Thank you,
get?
King Scarlet.
Oh,
Tony, thank you so much for being a member for 11 months. And okay, somebody can pronounce that name, but he's saying Sarah Boone's next attorney. And King Scarlet, thank you so much for gifting that membership. That is very nice. And Betty Joe got it. Congrats, Betty Joe.
thank you, thank you.
Uh huh. Let's
Who
see.
gifted it?
Uh, King Scarlet.
Thank you, King Scarlet.
Lady V. Wait, where did it go? Why is it not showing them? What the heck? Oh, here we go. Lady V, thank you so much for being a member for 16 months. And she says she loves our family. We all love you too. I just seen something else in chat. Okay, so the amazing tip said that there's no sooner video of him leaving. That's what's weird.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't think something weird happened, because I definitely do think, I
Yeah.
think he might have been lured out, to be
I think
honest
all
with
three of them are
you.
guilty.
Huh?
I said I think all three of them are guilty.
The parents.
Mhm.
No, it's just
I could see that side too, Betty Joe.
it's just it's another weird case.
It's a conundrum.
It's you're baffled by it. You don't you it's one of those ones kind of like Idaho 4 where a lot of possibilities make sense, but there's no proof for any of them. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
you just you wonder what happened. And we may never know what happened,
Nope.
which is a
Unless they,
sad thought.
not unless they find him.
That is true.
I don't know. I mean, I can see it. I mean, because I play devil's advocate with myself, which is what I do up here a lot of times too. But uh, I can see like so many different sides of it, you know, because there are questionable things that are happening right now with the bio dad, you
Yeah.
know,
Hmm.
that really don't make sense. Honestly, he's more sus to me than the other two.
Then the mom and stepdad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, see, the thing that bothers me about the stepdad is he works out of town.
Yeah. Hey, Scarlett, can you turn Betty Joe up?
Yes. Hold on 1 second. I don't know why she was way down. She was like on
Yeah.
20. Okay.
Yeah, that's what bothers me about the stepdad. He works out of town. It's easy for him to. Not saying he did, because I'm no detective. I'm no, but
Right.
it's just, I don't know. It's suspicious with
Yeah,
all of them.
that is true.
See, I can see that. I mean, I can see. I have looked at this thing forwards and backwards so much. It's just,
It's
I
crazy.
just it's got that Summer Wells vibe to it.
Yep, absolutely.
Like so much of that. Hey Michael, how are you?
You got all three of them. They can't stay off of YouTube. Well, two of them, the stepdad and the
two
dad,
of them. Yeah.
because she won't say nothing unless she's sitting right beside
I think she spoke what one time
one or two
in a
times.
Twice.
in an interview without him, without the
Oh,
stepdad.
without him. Yeah.
Yeah, I've only seen once. That there could be others.
There's twice she's done it,
Yeah. There's twice.
but it's just like Summer Wells' mother.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
but she
just
is doing stuff in the background, you know. I mean, she is working with people in the back.
who Sebastian's mom.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I just want to make sure
Well,
you weren't talking
yeah,
about Summer's mom.
but
Oh no.
I mean, I don't know. Everybody has their own suspicions about them. I don't
Right.
I don't trust any of them.
Ugly Truckling thinks they look more guilty than Don and Candace. I don't. Don and Candace, they
Ugh,
made
that
their
one.
Nobody can
self.
be as guilty as them two.
Yeah, they made
That's
their
true.
self look very, very guilty.
And it ain't because anybody's from Tennessee that you don't. It's not the way you're raised. It's just the way you act when you're doing interviews.
Hey, One Saw Mystery, how are you? Yeah, it's just I don't know. I wish they would find him, so all the drama surrounding the case would go away,
Oh,
and he's home and he's safe, and if he needs any type of medical attention for whatever reason,
right,
other than the autism, that he will get it.
right.
The
Oh,
thing of it is, though, is their story hasn't changed very much at all, and they won't come out and attack Seth. His is the one that keeps changing and changing all the time.
Yeah.
who's Seth?
Yeah, and getting
Yeah,
worse and worse and
his has
worse.
changed quite a few times. I mean, like I
Every
said, I
time
don't
he
trust.
says something, it changes.
What the heck?
Then
Well, I
again, he could have ran away.
He could have, because of all of the crap that was going on around
Yeah,
him.
I
because
mean,
I mean, I'm sure that there's stuff that has went on in that house that none of the parents, whether it's the mom's house or the dad's house, that they're not going to come out and say or
no,
talk about, but Sebastian knows about it,
exactly.
and
I mean, he knows.
yeah, and so it could have been very overwhelming with him. Something could have happened in the dad's house, and he didn't want to move in with him.
Right?
It could be a number of things that would have caused him to run away.
Yeah.
Lena, get up here.
I just think
Or
that
she.
the main focus should be on finding him and leave all the drama out, and people who are covering the case, and I'm not saying that everybody who's covered the case is spreading misinformation, but everybody needs to be putting out the truth, and that's it.
And the truth
Yeah.
is, nobody can find him. Law enforcement can't find him. The parents can't find him. There's no new evidence. So,
I mean,
There's drama that's created to make content.
which is
That's what it
sad.
is.
yeah,
And
it
I,
caused drama
we
in
said
all
at
the
the
channels.
we we said at the very beginning, just wait. They'll turn on him so fast.
Yeah.
But so what do you think about him making a YouTube channel?
Who?
Seth.
Well,
Oh, I didn't even know that he did, which I haven't been on
Chris
here
has one too.
in a while, so see, I didn't know either one of them did.
They both do.
I didn't know Chris did.
I don't know the names of their channel, but
Well, I think Chris, Seth is just starting it now for, I guess, to be paid to be interviewed. I mean, I heard, and this is allegedly, guys, I heard that allegedly he went down to CrimeCon and
oh,
he was going to talk to Joe Walsh and, oh God, what's that other guy's name? They were going to interview him, but he wanted to be paid for the interview.
Okay.
Allegedly. Who does that?
Wait, did he went to
money hungry
CromCon?
people.
I heard allegedly that he went down to CrimeCon and Joe Walsh and I forget the other guy's name right off the top of my head. Um, and they were going to interview him and he wanted to be paid for it.
Okay, but has there been any pictures of him at CromCon?
I ain't seen none.
I have no idea. That's just one thing going around. And then you hear he didn't go. So I haven't been able to ascertain whether he
Because
actually went or not.
you know that with a case that's that high profile, if he would have been there, there would have been no less than 5 pictures of the man
Mm-hmm.
that somebody's posted on Twitter, Facebook groups, talked about it on YouTube or something like that.
Right. Or
So
TikTok Tony would do it.
Yeah, it
I
would be
don't know. It's just
somewhere.
like,
Oh,
I don't know. It's just gone totally insane.
Princess Lena, do you want to leave your camera on? She's just a talking y'all and I can't hear. Just give me a thumbs up if you want to leave it on.
I think she's trying to figure out how to put her avatar on there. She just got a computer.
Just click on start. Was it start cam or stop cam? I think it's stop cam
Yeah,
on
down at the
StreamYard.
bottom.
What are you doing, little girl?
Poor thing, y'all. I can see her backstage. She's just a talking, and I don't know have a clue what she's saying. Oh no, I think she's talking to somebody.
Very cute.
Oh, never mind. She left.
Oh, you stinky.
So maybe she'll come back up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just got, and I tell you what, all this stuff they're doing on TikTok now, too, it's just like,
See, I have a TikTok account for the channel. I just never go to it. I never put anything on it. Like people, I hear them talk all the time. Oh man, I've been on TikTok all day watching all these videos, and I'm just like, I can't get into it.
I'll scroll through it, but I don't sit there.
My
I go through
son,
nail stuff and meet like mesmerizing things.
my son stays on it, and you'll hear him just dying out laughing over videos that he's watching. He's just scrolling through TikTok watching all these videos. I'm just like, where the hell do you find the time to do it?
I watch the videos that my son puts on when he's riding his bike, and I'll say something to him. He said, "Well, you're not supposed to look at my TikTok." Well, if it pops up on my thing, I'm gonna look at it.
Right.
Dummy. Like he'll
That's
ride.
why they put it on there, right?
Yeah, he was like when he was riding one day, he touched the side of a Mack truck. I said, "Boy, I want to punch you in the face." Or he'll ride with his hands off the handlebars. I'm like, dude, you do know I can see now, right?
Okay. I was looking something up on Sarah Boon. This must be old. Okay, here's Princess Lena. All right, you up here, Lena?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Hi, everybody.
Hey,
How are you?
How are you?
Doing good. I couldn't hear anything you were saying a minute ago
So
before I brought you up.
I
Oh,
had to re-enter all my information again. I don't know if it's because my laptop is now connecting to everything else, and it's just. I told you my electronics have a mind of their own this week. I'm telling you.
I think it's what is it? Oh shit, the solar thing. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, the eclipse deal.
No, the
Solar
um.
storms.
Damn it, what was it? They said like a week or so ago that we were gonna have it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I
A
don't know.
solar flare.
Yeah, from the sun or whatever, and that it could affect electronics and all that. I don't know, because so yes, thank you, Elsie. The solar flares. So I don't know, because mine's been acting up. Squirrels on fire. How are you?
Hey, squirrels on fire.
So mine's been acting up. My phone is like, y'all. My phone, I guess it like did an update and I didn't know it, and now all of my icons to my apps look completely different.
Yeah, no, that's
When
why I think mine's going crazy because we're like the T-Mobile.
yeah,
Ugh.
and does yours look like that too? Though, did your T-Mobile phone like update and everything looks completely different now?
So not my phone, my iPad did.
Oh, you're an Apple
But
person.
I was like Lady V said last night. I was on the phone with my husband a couple days ago, and he's like, "You didn't get any of my missed calls," and I'm like, "Not one. Like not one even showed." And we're on the phone, and then he's calling me with the same. It's like I go, "You know, you're calling me right now," and he's like, "No," and I'm
See,
thinking maybe it's your work phone, and he's like,
yeah, that's weird. I don't know. My husband, when he calls me, he
Yeah.
can't ever hear me, and I'm like screaming as loud as I can, "Hello, hello, hello," and he can't hear me.
That's frustrating.
It's. I think it's T-Mobile, and it's just a big glitch that they got going on, or
Well,
something.
I mean, my boss has Verizon. My boss
Is
has
there?
Verizon, and she will call when she calls the restaurant. It will take a good like 5 to 7 seconds for her to even hear me or for me to even hear her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, hello, hello. And like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Walk
Like I said,
these people.
that's what we were talking about last night.
All the phones have a delay.
So I don't know. I just don't like how mine did an update at some point, and now everything looks completely different. If I go to Google to search something, all of my other searches, like usually they would pop up, like as whenever I start typing something, they don't do that anymore. It's like there's some of my apps have been moved because I have like all of my games in a spot, all my social media together. They're all scattered.
Okay,
You
that
know,
no.
Yeah, you
it's
got.
so
Well, do you remember when it would ask you if you wanted to do the update? It like didn't do it automatically. It would just say, "Do
yeah,
you want
and
to update?"
I would just always hit no because I didn't feel like messing with it at the time. So I'm wondering if it was like, okay, look, I got to be updated whether you want it to or not. We update.
Well, if your phone is if it's plugged into charge, and I think it's around like 3 to 4 in the morning, if you have it plugged into charge, it will automatically update now. At least it does for iPhone. I'm not sure about.
Yeah, it's for iPhone. Mine did it the other day.
All you Apple people.
They're none of them are great. None of them are great. I'm ready to get like a track phone again because like it's like I mean. And I feel like with Apple, every 2 years, it's, when your contract is up or you're due for an upgrade, the battery goes really low quickly. Like, it's almost like you have no choice but to get a new phone.
Yep. It's all done on purpose because I've had my phone for 2.5 years now, and like used to, I could go 4 days without charging it. I'm good if I get 24 hours.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I always have to
insane.
charge mine every day.
So do you have a Samsung or like an LG? Which Android do you have?
I have a Motorola. I do not do Samsung at all. Every Samsung phone I've ever had, I've had issues with it. LG, I loved
my LG back in the day. I loved it.
I love the LGs, but whenever I got this phone, when we switched over to T-Mobile, they didn't have any LGs. So the next best one was the Motorola. So that's what we got. And I absolutely love the phone, but I don't like it updating when I don't know that it's updated. And then I wake up one morning and bam, everything is completely different. Like, what
you're
the
like
hell
going
happened?
to scroll and looking for your apps, and you're like, wait a minute, that one's like, you go to push something, and you're like, that's not where that's supposed to be.
Yeah, because I got so used to, because like I said, like all social media I have on, because you can scroll your home screens, and I have like 2 or 3 of them. So I have all social media on one, I have all games on another one, I have all other like personal apps on one, so that way I can just go to page 2 and hit the game, and I know exactly where it's at. And now I got to rearrange everything again.
It's like, let's mess with Scarlett today and update her phone.
Yeah. They're trying to be funny, and it's not funny.
No matter what carrier you have, it should ask you if you want to allow the update or not. I mean, it's just.
Well, it asked me that like 9 months ago, and then I hit no.
Well, see, if you want it to work on the network, you're gonna have to update.
Well, it's not working any better now than it was before the update. Some
updates are worse than others, that's for sure.
So it did it like 9 months ago, and I hit no, and then it kept popping this little thing of, okay, well, what about do you want to? It's time to clean your phone. Let's remove the unused apps. And I'm like, I don't have any unused apps. Every app I have, I use. Well, then that wouldn't go away on my drop down. So it kept asking me about the update, and I kept hitting no, and I kept hitting. I didn't want to clean my phone up, and so I guess it was just like, we got to do it whether you want to or not.
Well, I don't like with iPhones. It's I want to get rid of apps, some apps, and it will like clear it off the screen, but it won't necessarily totally go away.
No,
It's
because
like,
your iCloud.
yeah, I'm ready to light it all on fire and get rid of everything. I swear, I can't.
She has been having weird things happen.
But now it's like, what would we do without them? You know what I mean? I remember the days of like beepers and looking for a payphone. You know?
Okay, 1 second. I'm asking someone in chat something.
My hubby used to call me from Wichita to Kansas City, and the operator would say, another $2.80, please, for another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I almost took the plunge though the other day. I was going to do an upgrade and get an iPhone. Like, I was like right there to do it, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I talked so much shit about iPhones.
There's nothing wrong with the iPhone.
Well, I was going to get
Nothing wrong
one.
with the iPhone.
I was going to get one that way I can FaceTime with my daughter while she's at work. And I was just like, no, I can just keep it with her on Life 360.
Well, that's how they suck you in to like make you buy all of their other products. You know what I mean? Then you needed one iPad so everything syncs. Then you want like a MacBook so everything syncs. You know, it's just.
Oh yeah, no,
I don't
want
have
all
any
that.
problem getting. I don't have any problem getting my iPhone to hook to my computer.
Yeah, I don't either. And
It
I have
syncs
PH.
just as good as if I had a MacBook.
Well, my husband, Rich had some problems, and then I
Right.
don't know if it's because of like maybe the gaming or whatever, but when you have so many large files, you got to be worried about that blue screen of disintegration, basically, where you can lose a lot of stuff, and where you have like if you have everything syncing, and I guess this is the scam, basically. If you have this product, you won't lose this stuff. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, but if you have everything in the cloud, then you don't need to worry that much, as long as you have a recovery method.
I know you're my tech support, so really, it's like I'm getting like computers with Lady V 101 and 110.
Oh,
No, she's good. She's so smart. She knows.
well,
Okay.
thank you.
Real quick, y'all. Yesterday there was an article put out. I was trying to figure out why Sarah Boon is not happy with her. It's her 7th attorney. She is claiming that her 7th attorney had lied to her and had a snotty attitude.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
It's like, I thought to myself, well, I wonder why the attorney is acting the way they're acting.
Now, is there a limitation on how many attorneys you can use before, like, it's just like to start? Like, it's just, I mean,
Like,
there's got to be a limit on that. I mean,
it's like
silly.
she needs to defend herself if she can't handle it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to see. I mean, she's completely guilty. She's not going to get out of it.
I know that light bulb.
No,
I
you
guess
might
didn't
as
go off
well.
in her head there.
And she's wasting taxpayer money as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I believe it's just a tactic for her to delay her trial.
To stall.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It ain't the lawyer, it's her.
Yeah.
She's
I
the
mean,
smartest
Well,
person in
I'm
the room.
sorry. I would probably be more than snotty with that woman. I just you won't
would-
hear me say
she
this
would
very
hate
often, but
me.
I just can't. With her, I'd be jumping on her.
She would hate me if I was her.
It's like no matter how much money anybody like she's willing to pay, no one wants her. It's hysterical.
I'd have done knocked her out.
I mean, like I said, she's not going to get away with it. There's video evidence of what happened and that she's behind it all.
Exactly.
You know, go ahead and save the state, you know, all this money and just represent yourself. You know, make it yours. If you
or
can't,
just
you
plead guilty.
or that. But the thing is, though, you can't. You've had 7 attorneys. You can't get along with any of them. You have an issue with all of them. Apparently, you think that you know more than that. These people who have went to college and got degrees.
Well, of
then
course, she's
just
the smartest
represent.
person in the room.
Then
Just listen to her.
yeah, then represent herself. That's the best case scenario for her.
Oh
Absolutely.
my lord.
But then
I
you know
just-
the judge should put his foot down though and say, okay, enough is enough. You know, I mean, like this is just too much at this point.
I think Daryl Brooks would be tame compared to what would happen if she was to
Oh my God.
represent herself. Can you
Sarah
imagine?
Beth said, "Did you see? She asked the judge for a bond hearing because she said my fans would be willing to set up a GoFund for a bond."
You're not going to get a bond.
Oh gosh.
She's not going to get a bond because
she's
my
guilty.
Yeah. All I know, y'all, is that she represents herself. They need to put a mirror in the courtroom. That way, when she gets disgusted with herself, she can argue with herself.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because she's the type that would argue with
Oh,
herself.
that's hysterical.
It's going to
A
be
woman
comical.
would argue with a wall.
All right, Dan, have a good night.
Anyway.
Good night, Dan.
Yeah, she.
Do what?
She would probably find something wrong with the wall to have an argument with it anyways. So
Yeah, absolutely.
And I do see who said something about her haircut a minute ago. I just saw that in chat.
It does look like she got her haircut.
Oh, okay. It was Keith Scarlett talking about her haircut. Yeah, I see a picture of her here. I don't know when this was taken, but it looks like it's a lot shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
It's plenty short.
Looks like a bowl cut.
Oh,
Oh,
it's a
Lord.
bowl cut? Okay, hold on. This ain't the newest one.
That's what it looks like.
Mom, take this on.
there she is.
Now you try.
Hi.
Hi.
Bubbles.
Yeah, that's a little Bubbles.
You tell them you got a baby doll. Here,
You
take your baby doll.
did?
She's definitely
Are you
like a breath of fresh air, Betty Jo. I gotta tell you.
Oh gosh, yes.
She got a new baby doll.
Aw. Okay, I've got to exit out of my YouTube for a second. Go back to it. Something's not working.
Okay.
You gotta turn your tablet down. It's too loud.
Give me just a second, y'all, so I can get back into it. For some reason, when I try to tag someone in the chat, it'll tag them, but then it puts the little thing where you start typing that's blinking in the chat, you know, and it shows where you're going to start typing it. It goes ahead of the tag.
Oh.
And I don't know why it's doing that. So I always have to put it behind the tag.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. And YouTube is just, I don't know.
Yeah, YouTube's been weird for a few weeks now. So did you guys hear about LISK? Rex
He
Division?
got 2 more charges.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah, did you read the documents?
You talking about the ones where he had it methodically planned out.
Yeah.
I didn't get to read all of them. There was somebody on Twitter, and I think I had posted the screenshots in Discord, that there was like certain parts of it that they had screenshotted and posted on Twitter. And like, y'all, this dude, he was just, every little detail, all the way down
Grizzly True
to
Crime has it. She doesn't mind if you share it as long as you tag her.
That's so creepy.
like
It. Yeah, what he did to them, and then oh my God.
he even had like down to his sleep, like, get
Yeah.
enough sleep because being too tired creates issues. What to do with them, what to do with the clothes that he had on and the gloves.
Not enough
and
playtime. This equals not enough playtime.
yeah, it
You're
is
tired. It takes too long to knock him out.
Yeah, do it like this, or we're gonna go recon for cameras in this area, but don't stay in the area too long because then it looks suspicious.
And then find the dumpsters.
Yeah, I hear an echo.
Oh, somebody needs to mute their.
No,
other
I think I
YouTube.
fixed it. I'm sorry, that was me.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like every little thing.
Yeah, it's that dude. When I read that, and just how well thought out, which I hate to even say that someone will actually sit down, plan out every little detail of how he's going to take these people's lives, and put in there about sleeping. You got to get enough sleep. Well, how the hell can you even sleep if you're doing when you're sitting here planning this out to go do
not
it?
enough sleep equals not enough playtime. I don't. The man, and then he even planned it out to where, well, he's meticulous because he's writing this thing, but he's trying to make it look like it's unorganized to throw him off his scent.
Yeah, it's very disturbing. Which I think it might have been Sally Mae that had said in Discord when I had mentioned it, how bad they were. So I don't know, Sally Mae, did you read them, like the entirety of them, or just?
I did.
So I saw, like I said, the screenshots, and the screenshots are horrible. Let's see if I can find the screenshots just so I can read.
I'm sure there
should be
more.
A fast track for getting convicted and like getting your sentence for people like that.
Well, see, there should be.
I mean,
and both of his wives' hairs, the DNA showed that 2 of those hairs came from each one of his wives. Plus his own. And I think one was the daughter's.
See, and that's weird too.
That's creepy.
Well, I mean, if he did it in the house,
hey, Margaret,
it's not as creepy as what it may be. I mean, if he had that 12 by 15 area down there that the interior designer said he had.
Yeah, in his basement.
I mean, if he does that there and does it all there, he may go upstairs and bring a hair down with him. I mean,
yeah, there's a number.
It doesn't mean they were involved with it at all.
Yeah.
Although I don't know about his wife. She's a very strange lady.
And Margaret, that is true. New York needs to bring back the DP, but since they don't have it, I think that they should make an exception on cases like his.
What you do?
Well, it's like we had the DP when we caught BTK here, but it wasn't in effect when he actually was doing
Why would he be on
the deeds?
So
we couldn't put him. Yeah, he didn't get the DP. So he just stood up there and confessed to the ones we absolutely knew about that were connected, like he was teaching a class or something. It was one of the most cold-blooded things I have ever heard in my life.
Right.
And now that's why he's afraid of Missouri and Oklahoma, because they have the DP and they will
DP,
use
yeah.
it.
So if I can just say one thing, I want to just pay homage to Jennifer Dulos, for Jennifer Dulos. Michelle Troconis was found guilty, and if anybody isn't familiar, she was a mother of 5 in Connecticut and was brutally murdered, we think, in her garage by
Uh-huh.
her husband and his girlfriend. His girlfriend,
Hmm.
Michelle Troconis. Everybody was pleading, like I was in tears, pleading for the max sentence for her, and this is in Connecticut. She only got 14 years, and she's probably only going to do 7.
Oh
And
well.
I was just horrified
Was it
because
like 80% of the time is all they have to do?
good behavior, depending
Yeah, good
upon like who
behavior.
she knows. I mean, you know how it. I mean, this is a brutal, brutal murder, and to this day, her remains are still unknown.
I
And
seen the
I couldn't even
trial.
believe. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I saw the trial when it was going on, but that was a case that I didn't know anything about, like what
So
had
if
happened
you
or
look,
anything.
Law and Crime Network will have the it will have her family and people close to her pleading to the judge and the jury about how she should get the maximum sentence, and it was like, and I'm like, 14 years? Are you kidding me? Like, this woman shouldn't be allowed to.
That's a travesty.
It's a travesty. And I think the youngest child is like 9 right now. I mean, it was just, I'm like, it's this, it's like it's not being done. Like, justice isn't really being done. I,
Yeah, that's not nearly enough time for
no.
something like that. Wow.
And she still will not admit what she did or where this woman's remains are, which makes it even more,
Like Adam Montgomery, he knows what
I
he did
don't
with
think
Harmony, but we
I
won't
don't I
ever know.
don't think we'll ever find hers. I think
I think
she
the only way
probably
that
went in the
little girl,
water.
I think the only way she will ever be found is if someone stumbles up on her remains. And
Yeah.
that's sad when you know that you've done it, and like in the case that Princess Lena's talking about, you know that you've done it to this person, you know where this person is, you've been found guilty, you're going to go to prison for it. Just why not go ahead and give up the details on where they're at and let their family lay them to rest?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, you should
You know,
have seen these people pleading in court, and like she's still to this day, and the husband, he unalived himself, so she's the only person that knows.
Boys.
wow.
And that's, what'd you say? She got 14 years?
14 years, that's it.
Yeah, because they didn't find the body.
It's
And for
sad
a
though.
human
It
being
is.
to not be able to break down and just
And Sarah
say
Beth
it.
said that the prosecution asked for 45 years and the judge only gave her 14.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is.
Because they didn't have a body.
Can you imagine that woman's family, y'all?
And it's
If you
not.
guys, you should see the people pleading on Jennifer's behalf. I mean, it's I mean, if I'm getting the chills. It's just, so keep her in your thoughts, and hopefully she's at rest somewhere, because it's just devastating.
Oh, I could not imagine her family and what they must be
Where are you
going
going?
through. And poor little Harmony, like with her
Oh,
case
that
and her
baby.
situation, she didn't really, honestly, the only adults I think that she had in her life that actually cared anything about her was the foster mom that
Yep.
she had, and her brother's two dads, the two guys that adopted him.
Yep,
I
I
think
agree.
that's the only ones in her life that cared anything about her. The only adult.
I totally agree with that.
But because of the
This-
state and the law, she's gets to go back. Gosh, she unfortunately had to go live with. Ugh.
yeah, she had to go live with her sperm donor. I'm not even gonna call
Oh,
him her dad.
No.
And Kayla is now out of prison.
Yeah.
yep.
She
Makes me,
got out.
oh, makes me
You know
sick.
who else should be in trouble as the social worker, the
Oh,
CPS.
the state, yeah,
Oh yeah, that one guy
He
that saw
saw,
her in the
yes,
car.
yes,
he saw her. He saw her dad take her in that car, and he just, I mean,
and let him go.
yep.
And then he eventually did see the bruises on her face, but he did nothing about it.
Nope,
No,
sure didn't.
Oh,
no. Now
it,
we're at the post office.
okay. Princess Lena,
You're
you breaking
roboting.
up. Yeah, that case is just oh,
Heart.
heartbreaking. And Adam and Kayla both, they make me sick.
Well, I'm glad he had to listen to the victim impact statement.
I am too, but it didn't do. He didn't
It
care.
wasn't enough.
No,
No.
he didn't give a shit about what they
And
had to
then
say or anything. He didn't care.
No,
and
you
then it was totally disrespectful that she had a victim impact statement written.
I don't know why they would have even allowed that. Because okay,
I
so
don't either.
the two guys, the couple that adopted Harmony's brother, um, to begin with, they wasn't going to let them have an impact statement, and people threw a fit, and
Well, yeah.
they let them have one. They were able to get up and speak as well, and that they were a part of her life. They have her brother.
Yeah.
They would have taken her and taken care of her, but instead she got stuck with someone like Adam Montgomery and
Absolutely.
Kayla. It's just the poor baby. She didn't have a chance.
nope, she sure didn't.
And Kayla, she makes me sick because she knows what happened.
I
I,
still think he knows where that baby's at.
I think she does too. I think she went with him
I do too.
whenever he got rid of the
Absolutely.
baby. I honestly, if she was with him throughout that whole thing, taking that baby's body from that the place where they were staying at down to where he was working at in a stroller with her other kids. She
Mm-hmm.
does all of this. She knew everything, what was going on. She even helped in that bathroom that day. But you gonna tell me she didn't go with him to dispose of the
Yeah,
body? I
right.
ain't buying it. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
buying
like
that she
Michelle
should have.
Troconis. Yeah, like she was with the husband, and he was just dumping her clothes. Like she's like, "Oh, we didn't.
Oh my god.
I didn't know what's happening." So you don't realize that you're making all these stops, and like you don't know what's going on. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Just, I'm
How do you
I'm
let
not
that happen? How do you live with yourself?
okay. Wait. I hear that Gabby Petito's parents were finally able to read their victim statements at CrimeCon this year. Can't wait until they were. Oh, yeah, that is another.
Did you see the movie?
No, I won't watch it.
I watched it. It's I don't know. It's not.
I don't think I can get through it. I don't even like looking at pictures that have Gabby and Brian in them together. I don't know why people still post pictures of the two of them together, knowing what he did to her. They're still all over the internet. People are still posting them whenever they're talking about them. Why even have a picture of the two of them together? If you want to speak about Gabby, have a picture of her by
Yeah.
herself. I the video that was put out of them at the grocery store. I watched it one time and I was like, I can't do it no more because the fact that what was about to happen to her in just a couple of hours. and
His
he's in a
parents should be
grocery
in
store.
jail. I'm sorry.
For sure. Yes, for
I
sure.
think so.
Especially the mom. I think both
Yeah,
of them knew what happened and what he did in every little detail. Um, but I think that Roberta wears the pants in that
Absolutely.
relationship.
oh, I agree.
And whatever Roberta says, Chris is asking, "How do you want me to do it? Is this good
Yep.
enough?"
Yep.
So it's
Yes, because
just,
her son, in her eyes, her son would never do any wrong, no matter what.
that case, y'all. That one and the Vallow Daybell case. It's like I don't know what it is about those two. I hate looking at Chad. I hate looking at Lori. And if you're watching something about the
But do you
case,
see the evil coming out in her face, man? She looks
oh yeah, you get that vibe from her, that evil vibe.
evil.
Yeah, I can tell you, whenever she was on trial, I wouldn't have wanted to sit in the courtroom with her. I would be afraid that the bad juju and the demons and all that shit, she would be done put them on me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have wanted to sit in there.
They have the Alberta movie out too.
Um, did, I think Troll told me he watched that
Yeah.
or started
I
watching it.
watched it.
I couldn't get into it.
I haven't watched it. I've seen that it was on there though.
It wasn't that great.
I'm pretty sure before it's over with, there'll be an Idaho 4 movie
Oh, you know it.
coming out.
There'll be a Sebastian Rogers ones too. Did you hear that dog handler Julia is allegedly writing a book?
Wait,
Who?
who?
The dog handler Julia.
What dog? Wait, I'm
Never
confused.
mind. There
On
was
which
this
case?
dog handler on Sebastian's.
Oh, okay. That's why I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
But no, I
it
haven't.
was.
I
Yeah,
haven't heard
it's
that though.
part of the drama stuff.
Oh, okay. It's just I don't know. I'm glad that Gabby's stuff is over with. Maybe now, her parents, hey Big Al, can be at peace if possible. I think his parents should be in jail. I think the attorney should be in jail. The parents' attorney.
Absolutely.
Uh, and I'm glad that the Vallow Daybell, well, Lori's still on trial or going to trial for Charles's murder and attempted murder of uh, Brandon Boudreaux. But thank God Chad's was the outcome that it got, and he got the DP, which I did see today that he is appealing it, of course, but at least those are over with. We can just get Idaho 4 over with and Sarah Boone. Find Sebastian. Find this little 2-year-old girl that's missing with her dad right now. And all the other missing kids out there. The world may be a better place.
We can hope.
Well, they have advanced technology to find people. Just throw a little like the public's way and just leave it less for like military purposes, so we could actually find people
Yeah.
here that children. I mean,
Yep. Recently, I did orgs associate them for 2 months earlier.
I was over it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was reading a comment that I had seen in chat. Go ahead.
I was over at Mind of Monsters, and they were talking about ideas of where to put lost children especially.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with one of them. She was saying that really, when it came down to it, the electrical version would be better because we have our phones. Everybody looks at their phones. They're always looking at their phones. So if you can get people to, um, go ahead and post it after, repost it, I guess is what you call it. If you can get people to do that, you'll get the information out faster and you can do it more often. And she's right, but I don't think it should be so hard to get these kids noticed. I mean, is there a website that you can go to that actually like rolls missing persons, like constantly just rolls their pictures?
I don't. That's a good question. I know,
I mean, I
like,
know it'd be long and, you'd have to redo it when one was found, but
right.
man,
I know, like, for Louisiana, we have, like, I'm pretty sure this is for every state, but here we have, like, this website, and for every missing person in the state of Louisiana, they're on it. And you just go and you click on their picture, and their information pops up. And then if they're ever found, whether deceased or alive, they go in and take it right off of there. uh, and usually they've been pretty good about, whenever there's a missing person in the state, they put it right on there, like right after they've got the information and the picture to put out. But as far as like kids only, I don't know if there would be.
So
Would be
there's
one.
one called NAMIS. It's a national. It doesn't say kids, but it's for all people. And it's a National Missing and Identified Persons System. But like I know where I am, no one's heard of Sebastian Rogers. Like no one knows if I mention his name, no one knows who we're talking about.
yeah,
So
and I had actually the other day when I was at work, this kid was walking, and I swear it looked he looked just like Sebastian. And I was like, so I step out the door and I holler his name. Well, he got in a car and drove off, so I know it wasn't him. But he looked so much like him, it was crazy.
I mean, look at the boy that was in that picture
Yeah.
that we all
I
saw.
mean, I would
yeah,
have thought
It,
that was him 100%.
absolutely.
it's see, really, you can't blame the person who took the picture thinking, that it was him,
No, no.
because I, it looks so much
It does.
like him. Okay, I'm on this NAMIS website now, and I'm gonna post a link for it in chat. Go back to the home. Dang it. Okay, copy. All right, I'm putting this website that Princess Lena was just speaking about. Okay, now here we go. I was going to search. It says there's 24,948 possible results before I even put anything in it. I need to save this website and we'll bookmark it. Let me see. Okay, MetaMom, it's showing. Okay, so the last one you put with it, and then Sally Mae put it in chat and it showed up. Let me see if it showed up anywhere else. kind of weird that it didn't show up, but I don't know. Yeah, YouTube is just.
It's being weird. I
It,
couldn't believe that I couldn't find the show. I was like, kidding me, right?
well, whenever you said that, I went over to the chat and Sally Mae had put first in there, and then like I seen a couple more people come in there, so I figured that it was on there. But it was weird that you wasn't able to see it. And whenever I
I
went to the
thought you blocked
YouTube,
me for a minute there.
oh no, no, but whenever I went to my YouTube and looked, I could see it that it was upcoming. So I don't know. There's something.
There's some weird stuff going on for
Yeah.
sure. Oh, and you remember the other day we were saying those two people kept disappearing from Discord?
Yes.
They're just timing out.
Okay.
They haven't used you can there's a timer that you can set in Discord for like to log out or like time out in like an hour or 3 days or 2 weeks or whatever.
Okay.
So that's what was going on.
What the hell is this? Okay, I was going through Facebook real quick, and on that Kayla Perez website
Mm-hmm.
or Facebook group, somebody did a screenshot of a comment. What was this done? A day ago. Somebody's put Kayla's body is in that water. He was tossed off the bridge. I had a vision watching this video. There's two people involved.
I had a vision.
Yeah.
On who?
Kayla
Caleb
Harris.
Harris.
Oh.
Somebody again, I was over at Mind of Monsters and they were talking about that as well. And they said, there are sharks that can get in, or was it alligators? I can't remember. They were wondering if maybe something like that had got him.
I don't know, but for somebody to put something as a fact off of a vision that they had,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you can't put that out into the universe. I mean, you can't
No.
say things that you don't 100% know
right?
on air.
Yeah.
But Lady V, you are right. I know that there have like bull sharks. I know in Florida, they have adapted to go into freshwater like canals in certain
Mhm.
parts
Right.
of, so that is something. And there's also like also a very large catfish that have, like they
Oh
can.
yeah, blue
Uh,
cat. Blue cat they get huge, absolutely
So
huge.
do ops.
So
Ops
where
catfish do get real like bigger. They can swallow a person.
Yeah,
Where did
these
this
cans
from?
do.
Yes.
What is it, Betty Jo?
where did he go missing from?
Corpus
Corpus
Christi.
Christi.
That's in Texas, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
down in South Texas. Let me see how far it is actually from Galveston. I don't think it's that far.
It's not. My aunt lives in Galveston.
Because didn't they
It
find
is
his phone?
far.
Okay, so I heard that they found his phone, but I also had read on a thing that some people were thinking that Caleb was doing stuff on his phone or logging back into his phone, but it's actually law enforcement doing it. Hey, Kelly P, that they're
searching his phone.
Yeah, searching his data and all that, and that's the reason why it may show. I'm guessing maybe like if you can see that someone's on Facebook, or something like that. So I don't know
all his social media and all that.
But I did see where that was put out. So I don't know if they actually found the actual phone.
Right, they're just checking all his.
Yeah, or if they're just checking it and and all that. I don't know, because I haven't seen anything saying 1,000% yes they do have his phone. But
Right.
I also haven't looked into that case either. not a whole lot anyway. Wait, where is okay? So Corpus Christi is actually south of Galveston. Let me see how many. Wait, why was I even looking at
It's.
Galveston?
I think I want to say it's like the Gulf of Mexico, like right. It's like almost the furthest part of Texas down that way, if I'm correct.
It's 3 hours 45 minutes, and then okay, so you got Corpus Christi, and then you got South Padre Island is right at the border.
So when the tide is really low, my it's my husband's aunt, but she said that when the tide is low, you can actually walk like to that island.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's right near Mexico. But what's undeniable is the fact that there's all these people missing in like the same parts of the country.
Oh, there's like I was saying last night, Emerald Queen will email me several times a week telling me, hey, I got a new missing person alert on my phone last night. You know, and she'll send it to me or whatever. And it's all this like, and she's in Texas. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on in Texas? Because it's, you know, most of them are kids. And then she'll send me another thing and she'll say, okay, well, you know, they've been found or whatever. But it's just the fact that they went missing to begin with.
So I want to check with Cat's Meow again. She like used to live near the Austin area over there, and she's said that there is a high number of young men missing in that area, young men specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of them end up coming up, you know, dead in a lake near there. I can't remember the one. I have to ask her. She really is informed about it, but the concentration is young men.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
So that area, like certain areas, it's you can't ignore it.
Okay, Big Al, how are you?
Hey, how's it going? I wanted to toss something out there on the cell phone thing. If they're seeing all these accounts pop up all at once,
Mm-hmm.
or like in succession, there's levels of backup you can do to a cell phone now, to where if you lose your phone, it'll literally back up down to every single app that's on there. Your bookmarks, your logins, your passwords, everything. So if they did an exact copy of someone's phone, when they bring that thing back online, all those accounts are going to start showing as registering and logging in.
I'm guessing that's what they were. The way it was said was that, you know, people are thinking that he is, you know, activating stuff again or you know, going into these accounts or whatever, but it's actually the law enforcement that's doing it.
Yeah, all they have to do is call, say, Verizon and say, we have this IMEA. Do they have that level of backup? Yes. Okay. Here's a new IMEA. Shoot everything down to this phone.
And that must be what's going on.
It'd be an exact replica. Potentially, it could be an exact replica of the phone.
Yeah.
Like pending messages, everything.
Well, I'm wondering though if they physically have his phone.
They could, or they could be just bringing back the IMEA and whatever backups on the cloud.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If my phone was lost, everything's backed up on the cloud.
Well, you have to set certain levels.
Apps are.
Yeah, there's different levels that you can set. It's very dangerous to have an exact replica of your cell phone out there floating around on the internet somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really a safe thing to do. But I mean, if you don't have anything on there that you're really worried about, you know, why not have everything backed up? You know, me personally, I have all my banking and shit on there. I wouldn't want an exact copy of mine out there floating around.
Yeah, I don't.
Mine only goes to a certain level. I don't have passwords or any of that shit saved on my phone.
See, that's my problem. I can never remember my passwords.
Well, without saying what I use, there's different applications and different ways to manage your passwords other than remembering a password for every account.
Well, I always have to redo them because I don't, you know how like if you put a password into like a new account, and it asks if you want to save it, I always hit no. And then I'm thinking, I'm not going to forget this password this time. And I'll be damn. A week later, I forgot the password and have to redo it.
No, that's why you need a password. You need a password manager. I couldn't survive without a password manager. Seriously,
I
there's no way.
forget them
I
too. So.
could never, 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 never.
I have a notebook. I have to write everything down.
I
Yeah.
have no less than probably 50 different things that I'm logging into on a weekly basis.
Well, see, if I write them down though, then I have to find a really good hiding spot so my son don't get the passwords. But then I forget the hiding spot.
I keep all my, I just keep all mine in my safe. I got a book when I sit down at my desk. I got a book that I sit down with everything written down in it. And
Get yourself a lockbox.
I have a safe.
Down and lock them
It
up.
wouldn't do me no good because he knows the combination to the damn thing.
Well, you gotta get you one with a key, like I got.
Well, nowadays they got those ones at Walmart. You go on freaking YouTube and it shows you how to drop it from a certain distance, and the thing opens right up.
Oh yeah,
It's ridiculous.
they're not hard to.
Cut a hole in your mattress.
Yeah, Christy, if you wanted to Google something like that, just look up password manager. There's like I said, I'm not going to discuss what I use in any way, shape, or form, just
Right.
because that's not safe.
Yeah.
But there are different ones out there. Do your research. It makes life a lot more bearable. Seriously.
Exactly. The ugly truckling, I really do, but I don't do stuff like that. But yeah, I forget shit all the time.
Oh, I'm constantly resetting my passwords.
I got to the point where I use the same password for everything.
Well,
Yeah,
I thought
that's
about
terrifying.
Yeah, I thought about
Jesus
doing
Christ.
that, but I was
Don't
like,
ever
no.
say that out loud again,
Yes,
please.
yes.
Yeah, well, don't
Fuck.
know my password, so.
Oh my God! Somebody gets one and you're done. Oof.
Well, I don't have no
Tally
money,
has
so they
to.
can't steal my money.
Oof. Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
poor. I'd watch a 4-year-old all day long. So
Hey, now that baby, it's not bad.
Hey, that's what I
She'll
do.
probably remember all your passwords for you if you need to.
Yeah, she probably would.
you probably would.
I watch 4-year-olds all day, but most of them are on Social Security, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine are usually 45 and 50, Big Al. So yeah, I get it.
God. It's like babysitting some days today, especially.
Oh yeah.
See, that's why
We had 5,000
Oh,
four-wheelers
that's
coming
right.
to town.
You
Y'all had
both work in
5,000 what?
restaurants.
Four-wheelers
Oh my god.
for an annual four-wheeling thing. But when you
Oh,
get 5,000 people that have more money than sense that all brought
Yeah,
them in from somewhere
exactly.
else,
you got a
It's-
bunch of idiots,
it's a
basically.
clown show. I mean, it's worse than a shit show.
Yeah.
Worse than a shit show. I mean, there are cops everywhere all day today. I watched Life Flight go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all day. All day long. From 10 o'clock this morning until shit, they're still going.
Yeah, because they're all drinking and acting up and all that.
Well, they're
Is your
hammered by
restaurant
9
near the
o'clock in
police
the morning.
department?
Yeah.
What's that?
Is your restaurant near the police department?
Our police department, we don't have one anymore because the cop got caught stealing Kratom and fake THC from the gas station.
Oh
Oh,
Lord.
good Lord.
The police station that in where I live, that's right across the street from the restaurant. So there's always excitement happening. But
So
we don't
wait,
have-
so
we don't have a
if y'all
police station
don't,
anymore.
if y'all don't have a police station, is it? Are you in town, or do y'all just have to like rely on like the county?
They contract through the county to run more
Oh,
sheriffs
okay.
through. But
Okay.
like special event weekends and stuff, they rent cops from other towns.
oh
Oh
God.
damn.
I'm
Right.
telling you, the town I live in is it's ass backwards. It truly is. It really is. I can't
I'm
wait
sorry,
to-
but if you're gonna steal something from a gas station, like
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
you
But,
might as well go all out and like hit the good shit, not
Yeah.
fake stuff.
Right?
You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
Well,
Like
and then
I don't condone it in any way, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
then
if
he
you're
went
gonna
using
do
their
it, you're
credit
gonna
card
do it
for a
right.
bunch of shit. He used the
Stupid.
town
That's-
credit card
That's
to charge
yeah,
a bunch of like weird shit.
he's not a smart criminal.
It's like
at
a
all.
whole new level of idiots. I don't get
100%.
it.
And he's the only cop. It's not like there's anybody else to blame. You're the only one.
Oh my god.
And of course, everybody is going to know who you are. I mean,
Oh yeah.
There's no such thing as an investigation in this town. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, some of the cases that you talked about that's went on up there in that state, Like
it's
the
nuts.
one that ran over the people that was running when he running from
Yep.
the cops or something like that, and he ended up getting out of jail.
Oh yeah, same day.
That's
We just had
crazy.
another one. We just had another one. Well, not that long ago. Right in the next town over, they came from the cities, rented an Airbnb, committed a murder, went back to the cities. They caught him for it, and they caught him, picked him up on a Friday, and they were out of jail by Monday morning at 11 o'clock.
How did they get out on murders?
Don't know. Nobody
Oh
knows
God.
nothing. There's nothing. You go to the court, and they're like, we don't know.
So they have some friends, basically.
Something. I don't know. I mean, we've got jurors getting bags of money. I mean, it's Minnesota's a
Oh
mess.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
talked about nationwide, but our state is a mess. The
That's sad
Somali
though.
corruption here is unbelievable. It's crazy.
That's sad though. You take someone's
different.
life, you get arrested, but you get out of jail. So they're not scared to do anything because they know they're going to get right back out of jail.
Yep. Well, that guy that just killed that cop here was out after assaulting another cop.
Oh wow.
I mean, it just.
I'm with Kelly P. I would have hit the chocolates.
Chocolates.
I'm just saying, like I said, I don't condone it, but if you're going to do it, like,
Yeah, go all the way.
yeah, like
End up on an island. At the end of it, you should be on an island with no extradition.
exactly. Don't hit a gas station.
Yep. No.
You're going to go to jail either way. If you're going to go to jail, go for something good.
Yeah, at least get a little respect when you check into jail.
I mean, the fake stuff is just, and using your own personal credit card.
Yeah. Well, so.
While being a cop.
This guy, you'd have to meet him. It was just hilarious. I still don't understand it. I mean, it makes no sense. You can look it up. It's if you look up Emily, Minnesota police arrested, it pops up on Google, and the story is it's so stupid. It's funny. Yeah, I wanted to throw that thing out there about the cell phones because I just learned that not too long ago. How deep those levels go, and you basically can get a cloned phone. It's the same phone that Verizon or AT&T or whoever stores for you. And if you think about how dangerous that is, someone else has access to everything. I mean, your life is in your phone.
That's scary.
I hate it, but it's a fact.
And it doesn't matter which carrier you have. Like you can have any carrier and have any certain phone, like whether it be an Android.
No,
or an
it wouldn't make a difference.
Doesn't
wouldn't
matter.
make a difference at all.
At some point, all your shit goes through Google, like it or not. At some point.
Yep. Well, you don't have a choice, really. I mean, everything.
No, you don't. You can go out just completely off grid. I just hired a cook that doesn't even have an email address. I shook his hand. I was like, man, I'm so jealous. Doesn't have a cell phone. Doesn't have an email address.
Wow.
Yep. He's like, I don't do. Nope. None of it.
Some people are content like that, though.
Hey, if you can learn to, if you never had to live with it, I would love it. But for me, I mean, I was in the tech field when it blew up, so I'm in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Like it or not.
I had nothing before I met my husband. My husband got me into it because he's into it. I had nothing. He's like, you got to get out of the dark ages. And now it's like, now I can't live without it. But
yeah. I know people that have turned around and drive an hour and a half because they forgot their phone.
Guilty.
I've seen it recently.
Guilty.
I would have.
I don't know, because like if I go somewhere and I know that I'm like the doctor's office and I know that I'm going to be sitting there for a while, I have to do something.
Yeah.
Me too.
I can't just sit there and stare at the other people in the waiting room.
Oh Lord, no. Oof.
You can always read the drug company propaganda that's on every table.
No,
good Lord, no.
I pass on that too, and I don't touch their magazines and that they have in there, and their TV's always playing something that they're trying to.
Yeah, some sort of news station you don't want to watch.
Well, mine doesn't show news. They show like these new medicines that are coming out and that they're trying to, Yeah, so I'm just like, I don't want that either.
Right.
It's like ads. like one ad
Yeah,
after
like
another.
the pharmaceuticals companies, you know how they come around and they hand out the samples of all these different medicines or whatever. Well, that's what they're playing on the TV.
Yep.
Right.
I don't take shit unless I have to. Like I have to be dying to end up taking something. I don't
Right.
need to know
Yep.
what you got. You're trying to push off on people.
Yeah, I got this thing that might work for you, but oh, by the way, it might make your big toe grow and your asshole might fall
Yeah,
out.
and we haven't
Don't
done any
know.
type of studies on it. It only took us 6 weeks to develop.
Yeah, right. We did it in record time. It's
Where I
amazing.
work, we do a lot of pharmaceutical parties where they need a whole private room, like all the blinds need to be pulled.
Oh God,
Like it's, you know,
it's
and it's
terrifying.
about a new drug basically. And how they're gonna sell it. It's crazy. And sometimes they leave their literature where they're supposed to take. And it's like it's turned into a money making.
No, that's all it is.
No one cares what works for you, and it's like all about how you're gonna sell this drug.
A friend of mine told me that a drug company healing you serves them no purpose. They're not in the business of making you better. They're in
Nope.
the
No, they're
business of
not.
making you dependent on more pills.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Except for the ones that actually take away pain.
That's why curing cancer is, I mean, the worst thing that can happen to a lot of people.
Oh,
Is
so
Yep.
they,
Big Al, my
broke
father
overnight.
had to get he had to get a pacemaker. He's been through multiple ablations, right?
Hmm.
And the doctors prescribed him this. I don't know I can't remember the name of the medicine, but it was so strong and it was making him so sick. He looked awful. He's like, I'm not telling my doctor. He took himself off it. He's never looked better. He's like, I'm not taking it anymore.
I self-adjust my medication a lot too. I hate to say it, but there's been times when I've had to do it.
He's like, the doctor really wants me to take it. He looked like death as soon as he went down like a half a pill, quarter of a pill, but he's like, I didn't tell the doctor because they just want to keep giving this to him. He's like, it's too strong. It's not working for me.
I
That's
had
why
one
I
that
don't
was
take
making me turn
anything.
gray,
It was.
like
Oh,
ashy
wow.
gray, like
Yes.
it was, yeah, freaked me out. I looked in the mirror one day. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Sunken cheeks. He looked like, like a zombie.
Yeah, wasn't good.
That's why I don't take anything.
I said to
But
my mother, I
happy.
said, when it's our time, it's our time. That's all what are you gonna do? But
I'm just gonna try and give myself a little bit of a head start for the last few years I got, and hopefully they're enjoyable.
well, you should definitely keep going with getting whatever replaced that you
Oh,
need
I am for
replaced,
sure. No,
because
I am.
you'll feel good.
I'm gonna suck up the insurance while I got it. Believe me. And then I'm gonna find a nice little place in the woods and listen to audiobooks and grow weed till I die. Because I think that'll be fun.
That's my father-in-law. It's hysterical.
I want to see how good a weed I can actually grow. I want to get really good at it.
Oh my God, you got to meet my
Is
father-in-law,
it
man.
legal up there
Yeah,
in
it
your
is.
state? Is
It's
it
legal in
okay?
Minnesota now. Yeah, up to 6 plants. Which I'll tell you what, I can grow a big ass plant.
We'll all know where we can get our stash from.
I'm talking. You're gonna need a chainsaw to cut my shit down.
I don't smoke, so I ain't worried about it.
I'll take one puff here and there. I don't really get into sitting down and puffing away on a hookah or anything, but
I'll
it has
have
its place
an
where it can
anxiety
be
attack.
enjoyable and helpful.
Well, I know a
There's
lot of
times,
people that have like pharmaceutical cards for it and choose to do that instead of taking pills. And
yeah. If I could find an alternative to the pain pills that I have to take because of my hip, waiting on the surgery, I would do
yeah,
it in a minute. Because I hate the way pain medication makes me feel.
yeah, no,
I
it's
don't.
scary.
That's the reason why I don't take anything. I don't like the
No,
feeling
I don't
that
understand
it
how
makes.
people get hooked on it. There's nothing fun about drooling.
I'll send you the baby and she'll take your pain away. You'll chase her around all day and all
I'll tell you
night.
what, listening to her sing can make a person feel pretty good about life.
I've lost quite a few people to pain meds because it
Well,
leads
what's up,
into
cutie
other
patootie?
things.
She's watching her tablet.
Y'all just act like, or she's like so bad.
No, she's not bad. It's just you'll never sit down.
She's just a typical baby.
It's Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, I want this. Mom, can you fix this? Mom, it won't go on. It's like
Oh,
okay. And if you don't do it right then, she will throw a fit.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. She wants it right then.
I find her more intelligent than half the people I have to deal with on the daily. So, you
she's
know.
intelligent.
Amen to that.
She's. I'll tell you what.
I had someone call me and ask me, like, you know, we're not hiring, but they're like, you know, I just am inquiring. I'm like, okay, can I have your name? Whatever. I'm like, can I have your phone number? She's like, I don't know.
Look, then how the hell are you supposed to call them
I'm
back
like,
whenever y'all start hiring?
That's a hard no. I'm sorry. That's where we're at right now.
Ask her to do anything for you, she'll do it. Like the other day, I asked her to get something, and she said, "Okay, no problem."
Aww.
Oh, that'll change soon enough. Don't you worry.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
That's gonna change.
Wait till they hit about 12 and a little attitude. Yeah.
Oh, she's already got the attitude because.
Trust me, it gets worse.
I play all day.
I'll tell her. I'll say, "Can you pick up your toys for me?" No, I don't know how.
Awesome.
How's your house coming, Betty Jo? Betty Jo, how's your house coming?
Huh?
Sorry,
How's your house coming?
Mom.
Oh, it's
I didn't know how.
they're waiting. Let's see. They got everything framed.
I'm sorry, Mom.
They're waiting on the HVAC.
Hey, Mom.
Hold on, baby. Hold on. They're waiting on the HVAC guys to come in so they can start hanging up the sheetrock or whatever the heck you want to call it.
Yeah, sheetrock.
So they can start doing that, and then hopefully by the beginning of July, we'll be back in the house.
Wow.
It will be here before you know it.
They already got the roof, the whole roof done. They got all the siding done. They put all the vents in that was supposed to be there that wasn't. So
No, when are you getting your surgery? That's soon, right?
for my teeth?
Yeah.
On the 13th.
At least though the house is coming along quickly, and y'all will be in it.
Yeah,
I know the babies. I know she's waiting patiently to get back in there.
We went over there the other day to look, just to go in and look, and she went in her room. She says, "I cannot wait for my room."
So cute.
Down. Upside down.
Have you gotten your AC fixed yet?
There.
Upside down.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Aubrey.
No.
What? You still ain't got that fixed?
No. We've got somebody coming out next week to look at it.
Oh. Yeah, that's what they're waiting on with the house, to run all the stuff up through the floor and stuff, where it's got that way they can start doing all what they need to do.
Yeah, I dread to see how much that damn thing is going to cost too.
Little girl, if you don't stop.
She is not doing anything.
She's being loud.
I don't even hear her. Can y'all hear her? Y'all can't hear that baby, can y'all?
No.
The baby shark song.
I can hear her, but she's enjoyable. She's so cute.
I don't hear her.
I don't hear a thing.
I'm not on it too.
I don't know what Betty Jo's talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Do the baby. Do the
I don't hear nothing.
And Diana too.
No.
Aww.
So cute.
The baby shark. And
you want me to put it on your tablet?
No.
Oh.
That's on your phone.
I don't have it on my phone.
Just please don't start singing Baby Shark.
Yeah, I've never heard that song.
Baby Shark.
Oh my God, please.
Do you want to hear us sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
You know what I do for fun sometimes? For
Go
fun,
ahead.
sometimes I load up the jukebox
Twinkle,
app and I drive around to other bars and I play Baby Shark on their jukebox over and over and over again.
Do you really?
Yep.
You want to sing a little song?
Oh my God, that song.
twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder
Oh my.
that you are up above, not so high, like a diamond in the dark. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder that you are.
Good job.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. She's a
Good job.
star.
I didn't sing the Baby Shark song.
I
No,
tell you what,
we don't.
anybody ever touches that girl, I think we're going to have every single person here after that person.
Oh, they wouldn't have a chance.
I don't know
No,
if they
they
want to hear that.
absolutely would not.
Oh, I don't know. Not with me around anyway.
Sweet, I do it.
I don't know if they want to hear that though.
Sweet, I do it. They didn't like it.
All right, go ahead.
Baby shark do do
Oh,
do.
no.
Baby shark do
Do,
do.
do, do, Baby Shark.
Baby shark do do.
Baby Shark.
Baby shark do do do. Baby shark do do.
You just had to do that, didn't you,
Baby Shark.
Bubbles?
Baby shark do do do. Baby shark.
Now that's the cutest baby shark I've ever heard.
Baby shark.
Is Sally Mae? Are you going live tomorrow night?
Yes, as long as there's no bad weather, I will.
Okay, because
Mommy
tomorrow.
shark
What is it?
do
It's Monday, right?
Sally
that-
Mae's birthday. It's
Yeah.
it's over the weekend, isn't it?
Monday
think it-
all day.
I think she
No,
said.
that's tomorrow's Sunday.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow.
Sunday.
I wish her happy
Bye-bye,
birthday
Mom.
Good
weekend.
day.
Just celebrate it all weekend, you know?
Well, I'm just saying, if you go live Monday, she wants the baby to sing to her.
Okay, yeah, she just said Monday, so yeah, I'll be live Monday because they said the weather was supposed to do bad, but I don't think it's going to do that bad.
Okay, no more.
What kind of weather are you supposed to get?
Storms again.
Okay, you go hunt over there.
So as long as it's just rain, I'll be okay. But if it starts lightning and all that, I always cut my computer off and unplug it.
Yeah. Will you stop? Don't you
Pull
know
the
another
ripcord
song?
now.
Don't you know another song?
Yay! Good job. It was good though.
We have the best chat in all of YouTube.
Agreed.
Mary had a little the 69th show. And I never
She was sure to go.
they're sure to go.
Good job.
Aw.
Yeah. These are on the YouTube channel.
What is it?
And they shot around and they sing around.
Okay, all right. Go watch your show.
And the bell ring.
No, okay, no more. She'll sing all
She
night
just wants to keep going.
That's so funny.
Okay, go watch your show.
I have nuts.
I don't have no more songs.
And they make some noise.
No, we ain't making no noise. Mommy's sleeping. You gotta be quiet.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
Oh, Lord, that's another one. Just on.
And teacher.
Cherry
She'll keep
Lewis
you
and
entertained.
Lamb Chop.
Oh
The
yeah,
song that never ends. Oh, Lord.
don't-
Oh gosh, please
no,
no.
she don't watch that.
I've never heard of it.
Oh no, you're not
It's
listening.
not
It
even
is
on
a
it.
song that never
Oh.
ends.
Yeah, it's not
Or
on.
it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. And they'll continue singing it forever just because it is a song that never ends.
So it really never ends?
It never
No,
ends.
it really never ends.
Oh, it's like that torturous ride in Disney. It's a Small World.
Oh God, that was the greatest ride ever.
Have you heard the weird thing about that though? Is that there's been people that have like gone missing in that
Yeah,
ride.
from that ride, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I
Oh yeah,
remember
you were
that.
telling about
God, it was
that.
one of my earlier memories from Disney when I was a kid in Florida.
yeah. I was so little, and I'm like, this is the worst ride I've
It was
ever
horrible. It was
experienced in my
absolutely
life.
horrible.
Yes.
I can't believe what people are paying to go to Disney now. My God,
Thousands.
it's like
Thousands.
$250 a person to not, and that's not like a full line jump. That's like part of a line jump.
No, there's people that go and they take their whole family. They stay in the park. It's like anywhere from $5,000 to like $8,000. It's
That's
For what?
ridiculous.
insane. Disney to go to the parks to stay
Oh
there, like,
yeah, my sister, my brother just went.
That's insane.
and you need like the fast track bracelet. Of course, that costs more.
Yeah,
'Cause if not, you're waiting in line for 3 hours. I mean, I don't. I
just the food alone is just ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, my
It's
brother and my sister just came back from Disney.
I want to go so bad because I wanted to experience the Star Wars situation, but I'm like I'm not. I wouldn't even do it now. I would never. It's just like it's almost like they're taking advantage of people.
Yeah,
And
we want to take the baby, but we're probably gonna wait till next year.
Let's go to the Darby song so I can sing the
Okay,
Darby
I'm
song
trying to
later.
find information on this little girl that's missing real quick.
the 12-year-old from Gainesville.
Yes.
Looks like they offered a $5,000 reward.
I think it's up to 20 now. Up to
Wow.
20,000. The anonymous citizens are donating.
Gainesville, Georgia. Where is that? Atlanta?
It's not far. I think it's not far from Atlanta.
Because when I read it, I was like, is there really a Gainesville, Georgia? Because
I
I
thought that
heard
was just Florida.
that's what I had heard of, always was Gainesville, Florida.
No, they have Gainesville, Georgia.
Yeah,
It's not
I've
far
heard of
from
Gainesville,
Atlanta.
Georgia.
Oh, shit, I hit Florida. I didn't hit
It was
Florida.
on The Walking Dead.
They still haven't found her.
No, because King Scarlet had posted, when did she post this? She shared it 5 hours ago about that the reward is now up to $20,000. So I was looking to make sure that she was still missing before I shared it as well, and yeah, she is.
Yeah.
When did she go missing?
May 29th. Let's see where was. Okay, so Gainesville is where's Atlanta? It's just a little northeast of Atlanta,
Yeah.
up the interstate.
Yeah, it's not far. I mean,
Maybe an hour, what it looks like on the map. Okay, but let me. I got to get back to StreamYard. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the girl's picture. Right here.
Oh yeah.
Maria Gomez Perez.
Yeah. She's 12 years old, 5'3", 100 to 110 pounds. She has long black hair, brown eyes. Last seen wearing a blue T-shirt. And that's basically all the information they have on her. They don't have any other description of clothing that she was wearing. Don't know. Did she run away? Was she taken? Like, none of the information has been put out there.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
What's odd is like you would think that a parent would make some sort of statement, or somebody would make some sort of statement that we could find, like, because
Yeah.
or some plea or something. It's just
I don't know. This says she was last seen at her home on May the 29th and was reported missing the next day. So, what time was she last seen in her house?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
was it that night whenever she's going to bed and you think that she's in her room in bed and then the next morning she's not? Like, they
I
don't
really
give.
hope I live long enough to see a universal death penalty for crimes against children.
It would be
Yeah,
nice.
We need to go
That
back to
it would be
medieval
good.
times. I'm sorry.
There's just not enough threat of punishment for these
no,
shitbags to
and,
stop
and
what they're doing.
yeah,
They're not afraid.
nope. That's why
They're
they keep
not
doing it.
afraid.
Yeah, they know nothing's going to be done like that.
They need to be scared of something
Yeah,
like a
there's nothing
fucking meat
instilling
cleaver,
fear. Yeah.
a baseball bat with some barbed wire wrapped around it, or something,
I,
And
bad.
public humiliation.
Well, but most of these people don't even care. Look at what these
They
people are
wouldn't
doing
even
nowadays in
care.
the
Yeah.
streets. Oh my God, nobody has any.
They
Yeah,
need a Lucille. Y'all know who Lucille is, right?
Yep,
yeah,
I know who Lucille
I know
is.
who Lucille is.
They need a Lucille.
I had to think about it for half a second, but now I remember. Lucille ain't taking no prisoners, that's for sure.
No,
wouldn't
she
either.
did not.
No,
Especially
I
with
just don't think
kids.
criminals are scared anymore. I don't think
They're not.
they have no reason to be scared because they know the cops are afraid to do their jobs.
Yep,
That's all it
afraid to
is.
step on somebody's toes.
They know that nothing's going to happen to them. If they are arrested for it, they go to court and then they don't even get a life sentence for it.
Nope.
No.
You
Oh,
know,
they get 6 months in jail.
yeah.
It's like, don't do this again, or we'll lock you up a little bit longer.
Or you didn't have a criminal past. Well, it doesn't make a shit if you had a criminal past or not before. And
No.
this is just not for this little girl's case, but just any case in general.
Yeah,
You still took a person's life.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
But if you behave well in jail, we'll let you out early.
Yeah.
Which is,
That's a good thing I'm not a prison guard or anything, because half them people wouldn't make it out that door.
That one flight of stairs that everybody seems to fall down
Oops, I'm sorry.
on their way out.
I don't know what's
I
happening
don't know
with them
what
stairs.
happened.
Like, y'all need to get that checked out or
I said,
something.
there's something bad over there. I don't know.
I don't know if it's bad juju. There's a ghost there that's tripping all these. Something going on there with them
Might be a
stairs.
loose tile.
Something.
Somebody must have spilled some bacon grease. Holy cow. Well, I'm going to jump down. Thanks for having me up.
Okay, well, thank you for coming up.
It's good to hear everybody's voice again on a regular basis. Very refreshing.
Yeah, it
Stay
is.
well, Big Al.
Well, thanks. You guys do the same. Well, I'm sure as long as you're live, I'll be sniffing around.
All right, yeah. As long as the weather is not lightning, I'll be here.
I'm glad the baby could entertain you.
Oh, I love her. She's the best.
She is.
She is the best,
She
really.
is. She's got such a cute little voice. It's not even funny.
She will entertain you.
She should be doing voiceover stuff. She's cute
fun.
enough to do like a cartoon or something.
She is funny. She keeps me going, I'll tell you that.
She'll be up on panel in 5 years with everybody.
Oh,
So-
she'll be the panel.
She'll be telling us, though, it's not like this, y'all. This is how it is. Okay, y'all are wrong. It's like this. Like she'll have true crime down to a pat by the time she's 10 or 11.
She'll be calling us all old in no time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have a great night.
All right, you too.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Peace, be well.
What is this? Wait, Sarah Boon says, "Just be nice to me."
Oh,
She had to go to court yesterday.
How much more can anybody be nice to her?
Did anybody video it?
Well, yeah, it's on Twitter. Hold on. Oh shit, that's loud. Hold on, I gotta cut that down. Hold on. Okay, so apparently she was in court yesterday. Well, on the 7th, not yesterday, as in Saturday, but on the 7th. Hold
On Friday.
Yeah. Let me pull it up.
Damn, I missed it.
It's right here. So Court TV put this little snippet out. I'm doing my best to let everyone know. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
It needs to be cut
Can
up a
you
little
turn
bit.
the closed caption on?
Yeah. Fine. Wait, do I have closed caption? Oh, shit. Hold on a minute. Playback speed. Wait, I don't have closed caption on here.
Oh, okay.
No, it's on Court TV and they have it on Twitter, so that's probably why. But let me cut it up a little bit. Okay, let's pull it back up. There we go. All right.
I'm doing my best to let everyone know who I really am as opposed to the malicious murderer that everyone thinks that I am. I don't feel that she can do that properly. I still always, the reason why I'm here is hope, is to hope that she will come in with a gentle, softer side and actually listen to what it is that I'm saying and see the bigger picture other than what's the one avenue that she keeps going down. There's other ways to win and more than one way. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not saying that I'm trying to remove her. I'm just trying to ask you, please, forgive me for having to ask you for this. If you could please let her know, please, to just be nice to me. And I'm doing my best to.
Be nice to her. Are you freaking serious?
It's all
God,
me,
that
me, 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 me. It's this attorney's against her.
Well, so what's the last 7 attorneys or 6 attorneys or whatever?
6 attorneys.
I mean, come on.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I'm
I haven't
sorry.
seen her in a while. I didn't even recognize her.
That's why I said to see her haircut looks like a bowl cut.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a bad haircut.
very bad haircut. I think somebody did that haircut on purpose.
And then
Yeah.
a murderess. Well, what do you think you are, lady?
Oh my god.
You put a dude in a suitcase.
She probably
And
doesn't think she did anything wrong.
and
Is
she
the
And
scary
taunted,
taunted
part.
him.
yes, taunted
Yeah,
that man when he was begging to be let out, saying he couldn't breathe.
you videoed it. You
Yeah,
showed proof that you did
it
this.
is. Yes, like she's not. I'm telling you, she should just save taxpayers' money and get rid of her attorney and just represent herself.
Yeah, or plead guilty one.
Yeah, I wonder when the
Big
judge is
Al.
going to say enough is enough. You can keep this one or you can forget it.
I mean, they just keep letting her get by with this, though.
Then
You know
give
what I'm
her
saying?
the judge ain't doing the job.
I would be like, because I'm one of those type of people. I don't like someone to keep on with me. And
Right.
that's all she's doing with this judge is just keep it on and
Mhm.
on and on and on, whether it's the same subject or something different. She's always complaining about something. I would just be like, on lawyer number 2, you have this attorney. This is who's going to represent you. Deal with it. Learn how to get along with them, because obviously, if it's all these attorneys that are either leaving you or you're getting rid of or whatever, then the problem's got to be you,
Absolutely.
Exactly.
not the owner.
Yep.
So deal with it.
Yeah, because you've done been through 6 attorneys. So
Yeah, this is her 7th one.
yeah, it's not the attorney.
Yeah, it's her, obviously.
I'm trying to find it. I don't think here's a limitation, which hopefully after this, someone will put a law that there should
Somebody will
be.
do something.
Oh, that would make her day, though, if there was a law that was like the Sarah Boon attorney law or something like that.
But there should be like after this amount, you are automatically looked at as a lunatic. Like, I mean, seriously.
After 5 attorneys, you have to
You're
defend
nuts.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, there has to be some sort of limit.
Big Al said he would love to be a fly on the wall for that confrontation.
Oh yeah.
The fly would probably lose all of his brain cells.
I wonder what the judge was thinking when she was saying all that.
I wish we could have seen the judge's face.
Could you imagine when he goes into his quarters? He must be like, I don't know if I could take this anymore. Like, I'm not getting paid enough for this.
He's
Well,
probably
that's like that lady. What's her name? Darrow. Was that the one that did? Darrow Brooks.
I can't remember what her name was, but she was.
Wasn't her Darrow or something? She had patience of Job, man.
I don't know how she did it.
Oh,
I
neither do
don't
I.
either.
I really
Okay,
don't.
so I did find this. It says it depends if it's appointed counsel. It says usually you get two, and then you have to go privately after that if it's a public defender.
Well, she's already had 6 public defenders.
6. It's this one. Well, who? I mean, maybe it varies state to state.
This one is the 7th.
Yeah, the one she's on now is the
It's her
7th.
7th one. Yeah.
So then it says, eventually the judge could stop you from doing it if it's been done regularly. He and she can set a reasonable deadline.
The judge should have did that 4 attorneys ago.
I know, and
Yeah.
then it says it doesn't happen a lot because it's a wasted money.
It's a stall tactic. That's all it is. She knows that she is guilty. She knows
Yep.
she's caught red-handed. She knows all the evidence. She knows about the videos and everything that was gotten off her phone and all that. All she's doing is stalling. Every time she gets a new attorney, that attorney has to start from the very beginning and get familiar with the case.
Yep.
And you would think the judge would know that though by now. Like she's stalling,
After 6 attorneys, you'd think.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the judge should have been like on attorney number 3 when she started complaining about the third one. Like, this is getting old. I don't know what the deal is, but you need to deal with it.
And then you have
I'm
to think
sorry.
about, we're paying for them to you know what I mean? It's tax
Duct
dollars.
tape and a shot collar.
Okay, Sarah Beth is saying it's her 8th attorney, but the article that I read a minute ago said 7th, but could have been a typo as well. Because I was thinking the 8th one earlier.
I thought 8.
8 is still too many.
Yeah, that's like
way too many.
4 too many. 5 too many.
Though,
Yeah.
It seems like we've got some judges here, like JJ, and all of those that are just bending over backwards way too far for these people.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Did you ladies watch him the last the BK the last
Yes.
I missed the
Yes.
last
Debacle.
2.
Yeah,
he looked so miserable.
He does. He looks
Y'all
just
know
like,
he dreads it when he knows that, like, the night before he's probably thinking, oh shit, I gotta go deal with this crap again tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that's what Boon's judge is probably thinking as well.
all it
Yeah.
is him trying to build his alibi around all this.
Yeah, they need to. I mean, JJ needs to be like, okay, you know what? Here's y'all's deadlines. This is the last deadlines I'm setting,
Exactly.
and here's the date for trial.
Yep.
Exactly.
Unless something huge comes up, it ain't getting changed and it ain't getting canceled. So
Nope.
y'all better do what y'all need to do.
He needs
did
to
have that
tell the
Cy
FBI.
Ray.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, hon.
No, go ahead, babe. Go.
They had that Cy Ray up there testifying to see
He
if
was a
he could
joke.
qualify for being expert in the trial.
Yeah, see, I
He's
didn't even
been
watch
turned
that
down
one.
7 times.
He ain't gonna be an expert in this because he's a joke.
But
And
what the
he
defense
is.
is going for is that they are saying that the prosecution is supposed to be getting testimonies at like certain things from FBI agents in which they're not getting them, and they're saying that the judge needs to write a motion to say we need this and this is the deadline, which he isn't doing either. So it's it's like he's stalling too. It's just weird. It's weird.
Yeah, but the FBI is not going to turn over anything unless they absolutely have to.
Yeah, the prosecution, they were like, the FBI just said that they're not doing it, and that that's it, and that's as far as they got with them.
I think it should have went federal anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
State lines. He crossed state lines. It should have went federal.
Yeah, I agree with that.
For the fact that he crossed the state lines with the intent to commit a felony.
Yeah, exactly.
And then to have the FBI out there and considering the atrocity, like, the level of what happened too. I mean,
yeah,
it's I think that would be considered like a massacre, basically. If it's, I think it doesn't even have to be a lot of people, but the way that
consider mass.
It's called
Yeah.
they're considered a mass
Yeah.
Immer.
Awful. But if no one's going to do anything, this isn't going to go anywhere, and
Nope.
it's got to go somewhere. Like
These students deserve the justice. These people
absolutely.
deserve the justice. And him sitting there looking all stupid.
The families deserve closure.
Oh, for sure.
And trying to build an alibi around all this other moonlighting. Give me a break.
Hold on, y'all.
Stargazing.
I'll show him stargazing.
Oh shit! What the hell? Hold on, y'all.
Do you have your ads off?
I'll turn the baby loose on him.
Do I have my ads off?
Yeah. Do you have AdSense on?
Yes.
I'm getting ads on my iPad and not on my iPhone.
Yeah.
Well, I have it set where not everybody is getting them at the same time. That way, you know, you're not getting constantly bombarded with ads. Hey, musical. And so, okay, in the Kohlberger court things that they had the other day, wasn't Payne on the stand?
I think the very first one they had. He was
Okay.
on.
Okay, because I missed that one too.
There really hasn't been
Wasn't
anything.
it the day before Payne was on there, and then that whatever his name was?
Ray. I think so.
Yeah, see, I missed both of them.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I watched a little bit of the Ray, but when he started talking stupid, it's like, yeah, no, I can't watch this dude. I'm about to punch my TV.
Tinell, just say Payne first, then Cy.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, yeah, the one I didn't even know about, and I think it was Lena. Was it you that was telling me that it was worth going back and watching?
Which one? I'm sorry.
It was one of the hearings that they had for Kohlberger. I think it was you. I had said something about I had missed it and didn't even know that they were having it that day. And you was like, it was worth going back and watching it or whatever.
Yes, that's the one that me and Lady V were just talking about.
Okay. All right, yeah. When my computer's not on, y'all, I miss half the shit going on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the thing is, it's an argument over the same thing every time.
It is.
The court.
It is.
Just set the trial date and not be happy.
That's all I want to hear is a trial date.
We were supposed to trial back in October.
Yeah.
It never happened. I got my eyes done for this.
She really did, y'all. Like she
did.
She wanted to make sure that she had her eyes where she could see to watch the trial. And then it didn't happen.
If Idaho's worried about like kids in school, like, you know, they're out right now, summer. So if they're not going to do it this summer, the next break would be like winter break, you know, because it seems like they're trying. So it's going to be exactly.
It'll go too long for the winter break.
Yeah, and stupid.
Yeah, and see this case, which honestly I don't think it's going to end up staying in Latah County. I think they're going to end up having to move it to a different place. But this new case with the two adults and the little girl that's missing, there's that Pullman Moscow connection.
Yeah,
because that's where they're from.
I seen that.
It's like some weird shit going on up there in that part of the country. Princess Lena, thank you so much for gifting that membership. That was very nice of you. And Scott got it.
Yay, Scott.
Yay. Janelle says they have the wrong man.
No, they don't.
It's going to be a very...
If you have the wrong man, then...
If they have the
That's
wrong
thing,
man,
scary thought.
jail.
If they have the wrong man, I don't think there's going to be any justice for those kids.
Nope, there
well,
won't.
even if they have the wrong man or not, the
Think of
problem
the
is that they're not
families.
getting evidence. Like they're not following protocol, you know? So if they're saying that, I guess what the defense in this case was saying, they want timestamps of when they interviewed people because they think that law enforcement was trying to fit the narrative of what they arrested BK for. So that's their case with the timeline.
But
So
see,
if law enforcement isn't getting evidence protocol, like, the way they're supposed to, innocent or not, they can throw it out. And I mean, that's doing nobody justice.
yeah, but see, they have the evidence. The defense has the evidence. They have to go through the terabytes.
What was it?
51 terabytes, and they're not doing
like
it.
that.
They expected the prosecution to put it all in order for them and hand
Well,
it to them.
yeah, it's like everybody's expecting each other to do each other's job for them.
Yeah, and that's not the way
Yeah,
it
it
works.
is.
Yeah.
The prosecution hands it over. You have to go through that. Not them. They don't do that for you. They don't hand it over alphabetical order and say, here, this is what he did here. This is what he did here. No, you have to search for that. You're the defense team. You have to go through that stuff. And whatever you want to throw out, you put a motion out to throw this or this, I'm not even a lawyer and I know all that.
Well, there's a couple situations where the law enforcement is questionable because it's the same ISP troop and the same local law enforcement, and there's question of how they're actually doing their job and the certain people that are assigned to cases.
Well, that's like when they asked Payne how long he's been a detective or whatever, and he said 5 years. 5 years is enough experience to do detective work.
You would think it would be.
I mean, does he have 25 years? No. Would it be nice if he did? Yeah, but he don't.
Princess Lena Scott says thank you for the gifted membership.
I mean, I would hope for having 5 years experience of being a detective, he knows something.
Kelly P, that's what they should do. Kelly says, give it to me, I will look at it. That's what they should do. They should just hand it out to all of us and just let us look at it.
Yep.
I bet you we could do a better job than they could.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
I could get my granddaughter to do it, and I guarantee she'd find.
I'm just the families, though, y'all. That's what I keep going
That's it. These families deserve justice for these kids. They deserve closure. They deserve to try to put it behind them the best way they know how.
Yeah.
There's so much red tape, and it's just too much. It needs to be simplified because it's just wasting time and money. And the main thing is getting the right person behind bars.
And what makes me mad about Ann Taylor is she wanted this gag order. And now all of a sudden there's certain things she wants the public to hear.
Yeah.
Lady, you're the one who asked for all this to be under wraps.
Yeah, because she didn't want anything getting out, and then didn't want the cameras in the courtroom because the cameras, which honestly, I could give two shits less what Brian Kohlberger's wearing to court. I don't care if he's in an orange jumpsuit or if he's in a suit. I don't care about that. Right. I don't care if his zipper is halfway down.
It's not
so I see the point on that. What is the point of just zooming in on his face or what he's wearing or whatever? Concentrate on what is being said in the courtroom between the state and the defense. And whenever we get to trial, concentrate on the questions that are being asked to the witnesses and what their answers are.
Yep.
We don't need to zoom in. Looking at him, we don't need to look at him. We know what the hell he looks like.
Yep.
So.
Exactly.
But in a lot of these cases, though, people are so worried about everything else instead of what should be focused on, and that is the victims and what happened to them, whether they were murdered, whether they're missing, or whatever happened. That's what the focus should be on. And Lady V, thank you so much for that membership. That was very nice of you. And Kelly P got that one.
Nice.
Kelly got it.
Yay, Lady V. Yay, Kelly B.
She deserves it.
See, my thing is, don't worry about what he looks like or how bushy his eyebrows are, or if he's got a smirk on his face. To me, he looks like
he looks like a statue. Like half the time he's just sitting there and he looks like a damn mannequin sitting in the chair. He didn't even move it.
It's kind of scary.
And his eyes look dark.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's kind of scary, actually.
So, I mean, just concentrate on what is being said in the courtroom and not him.
Yep.
You know?
I know, it's like you wonder, it's like, why would you, it's sad. People, that's what people are focusing on. It's like,
yeah,
you gotta be kidding me.
The only thing we got to worry about him is putting him away if he did the crime.
Yeah. Present your evidence. Let everybody listen to the evidence. Quit concentrating on him. Listen to the witnesses.
Yep.
Listen to what's being said. King Scarlet, we're talking about like how they're doing in court on Kohlberger and cameras zooming in on him, and when they should be focused on what is actually being said in the courtroom between the state and the defense, and when there's a witness on the stand or what the judge is saying, instead of just concentrating on what he's wearing or, you know, if his zipper's down or whatever.
I think they should just treat him like normal, to be honest. But if he's not guilty,
then go find who is.
Exactly.
Yeah, and how they're going to do that.
But I'm sorry, but in my opinion, they got the right guy. They just got to take it to trial.
I mean, the state has the burden of proof, and basically the defense is there to defend him and create a reasonable doubt.
Right. And right now, ain't nobody doing nothing but arguing back.
That's it.
Yeah, so that's why the defense is saying they need these documents from these agents so they can, you know, build that reasonable doubt, saying that the way that they got the evidence, guilty or not, the way that they got the evidence can throw it out of court, you know, which is...
The only way you can get the evidence is search for the evidence.
Well, my brother was in a situation where he was injured and the law enforcement had gotten evidence, but they did it without a warrant, and they did it without they didn't follow protocol, basically. So this is back in the 90s.
Yeah, but see, we know about all the warrants that they got.
Well, this guy got off because law enforcement didn't follow proper protocol, and if the defense can prove that,
yeah,
that's what's scary.
Well, yeah, because, you know, and I'm saying if, because, you know, we don't have a guilty verdict right now.
Right.
But if he is the one who done it and something comes up where the state didn't do what they were supposed to do to get the evidence to prove that he done it, then he walks away and he just murdered 4 college students.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm sure, okay, just because it's a small town, and yeah, you're going to have corruption anywhere. But I'm sure not every police officer that did this crime scene is corrupt and threw, you know, said, oh, well, yeah, we found this on him, and then we found this, and oh, yeah, we're just going to throw this in here just to, you know, make it look good.
Right.
I don't think that's the case. I think that most of them did their job right, and they just the defense don't have what they want, because
are they not willing to look through the evidence that's been given to them to find it?
They're not willing to look through the 51 terabytes. The prosecution they hand over what they got. It's your job to go through it, not theirs.
But also, I know at one time Bill Thompson was talking about, you know, that there was some stuff that they still haven't gotten. And the judge was like, well, you need to get on the phone with them people. You know, if the state knows that there's stuff that they still haven't gotten, then it's your responsibility at that point
Yep.
to find out why you haven't gotten it.
Yeah. Get
Well,
on the
yeah, but
phone.
try to make the FBI hurry up.
Then
Yeah.
then go to the judge and say, look, I've called them, I've asked for it, they're not getting it to me.
And then the
You do
judge,
something.
And that's what the defense was saying to the judge. They were like, you need to do this.
and he does. He's not doing it either. He's not doing his job either.
Well, I guess they had asked, or I don't know if they had asked before, and he was kind of just like, well, see what I can do. I mean,
Well, you're a judge. You have more power than you think.
Put in a flipping order.
Write
I
the
mean,
motion. Send it to the FBI.
You know, just because they're the FBI don't mean that they can not follow an order from a judge.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just
unless I mean, who knows? We don't. I mean,
it just seems like a whole shit show, honestly.
I think
On both sides.
JJ is just
My
too
opinion.
laid back.
In my opinion, they got what they need, except for maybe a couple of, whatever the heck they call them.
Cast reports.
Yeah, the reports. There might be a couple out there that they ain't got yet, but they got majority of what they need to go through.
Wasn't it the cast report at one, like not long ago? They only had like a draft of it or something, but not the actual report.
Yeah, see,
Now,
that's the draft. They got a draft of it, but the draft is the report. You're just waiting on.
Yeah, but there is part of it that is missing.
Yeah,
Well,
see, if I was
Where it
so
went
I
down.
see Ann Taylor's point on that. If I have a defendant that I'm representing in a case like this, I don't want the draft. I want the actual report.
Yeah, because it has more information in it.
Right.
And I get it. So the judge, in that case, since the prosecution can't get it from them because they've asked for it and they haven't handed it over yet, the judge is supposed to write out a motion and send it to the FBI so the FBI can send it to the prosecution.
That was the defense's point, and that he hasn't
and
done
he's not
it yet.
doing it.
And he really gave a wishy-washy answer about it.
Yeah, he did. He said, well, I'll see what I can do. Well, dude, you're a judge. You can do a little bit more than what the prosecution can do.
I think he's just too laid back, to be honest.
Well, if that's the case, then we need a different
during
judge.
this trial. You know, Ann's going to walk all over him during this trial.
It's a shit show on
She already does.
all of them.
Yeah.
If she would have got loud with me like that, I'd have threw her out my courtroom.
Oh, yeah.
I would have said sanction.
Held her into contempt or something.
Well, he's too busy screaming himself on YouTube, so maybe, he probably, who knows, maybe he likes the attention. I don't know. I would never even imagine that it would be allowed for a judge to stream himself on YouTube. That's just.
Oh, no. A lot of them do nowadays.
Yeah, a lot of them do it now. Because the cameramen can't listen.
Exactly.
Keep the damn camera off the dude. Who we don't care what he looks like. We already know what he looks like.
I gotta get off.
Really don't care to see Ann Taylor either.
I mean, just cool gamer. How are you? We just need to try it.
Or what's the other one? Jay Lawson?
Yes.
I really can't stand that ball.
I don't really like him either. He's very. He seems cocky.
Yeah, arrogant.
Yes.
But it's
And
arrogant.
then there's the other attorney, the woman, the dark-haired woman. I can't remember her name. She's I almost find her more abrasive than Ann Taylor. She's a federal lawyer, I think, or she was in that last hearing. Do you remember her? She spoke a lot.
Who?
Yeah. The other woman attorney.
The other woman.
Oh, are you talking about for the defense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Um, Eliza Massett.
Yeah, I don't like her.
I don't like her
Yeah,
I
either.
don't.
she's very abrasive. Wow.
I don't like Ann Taylor because how she talks to the judge.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
she's very disrespectful. She doesn't stand every time when she speaks.
I like
You
to
know,
throw out.
usually whenever an attorney is speaking, and now not all of them, like if they're asking a witness questions, some of them will sit so they're closer to the mic. But usually when you're addressing the judge,
Yep.
You
you
You're
stand,
stand.
and she doesn't do that. Now the state has, from what I can remember, there may be a time or two that they didn't, but like she hardly ever stands.
unless she's standing at that podium.
I thought the judge could charge you with contempt for doing that. No?
They can sanction you.
Okay,
They could also charge you with attempt to court.
I don't know. I think the judge.
Throw her in jail a couple of days. She'll be all right.
Hey Tonka, I
Put her in.
think I think he's putting up with too much.
Put her in there with BK. She'll be all right. Him and her become best friends.
Okay, y'all, my damn chat. Hold on. Still got off the live chat again.
I can't believe this baby's still awake.
It's what 2:30 your time.
Yep.
I'm about to get off here in just a second, so maybe she'll go to sleep then.
She'll be
Hey
up
kid,
4 o'clock in the morning.
she's a little party animal, Betty Joe.
The other day, it's like, I think it was like 1:30, something like that. I said, "Can we go to sleep?" No, Mom, we cannot.
We cannot.
I'm watching my tablet. You watch your show. I said, "Okay, bossy."
She is just too smart.
I said, "You go, bossy."
Just wait. That bossiness will get worse.
Oh,
yeah.
For sure. My daughter's 21 and she still thinks that she's a boss
Yeah.
and
My
runs
daughter's
everything.
30 and acts like that, so.
I'm like, child, you don't know half of what you think that you know.
They think they do
That's
that.
the truth.
Oh, she thinks, and I can prove her wrong. And she's like, okay, whatever.
I get that same thing. Whatever.
Yeah, like, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I can prove it that she's wrong. Whatever.
Yep. So we throw out that whatever.
Yeah, whatever solves everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't have to take responsibility for being
Oh, for
wrong. It's
sure.
just whatever. Whatever,
sure.
whatever, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah.
Or wasn't that Letitia Stouch that said that?
Yeah.
God. I still think they should have tied her to a dolly and rolled her in the courtroom.
Yeah,
and
I
sent
do.
her to-
I do too.
Hannibal Lecter style.
Yes.
Yeah.
That way there wouldn't be no hand signals, no
Yep.
mouthing stuff to people on the stand and all that.
Well, Schvidness, they just about did that to her, man.
Oh,
Taylor.
She was crazy. That was.
She was, oh my lord, she was vicious.
Yeah, you can just look at her though and just see. It's like her, Letitia, Lori, like you can just see the evilness in them.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Right.
not leave Sarah out.
Oh my God. Well, she's just plain.
I don't know. I don't know what
No,
you would
she's
call her.
evil.
She's
Yeah,
just a
evil, but she's evil. But I think I don't know.
She's not in their league, but
Yeah.
She's just a plain idiot.
I just think put them all in the same damn jail cell.
yeah. Let them drive each other insane.
Yeah. I mean, Lori's got the jump though. She can go through the portal and get away when she needs
Yeah.
to. You know,
That's true.
don't leave
That's
any
true.
bags in there because Sarah Boone that's her thing.
Yeah.
Shabusiness and Letitia.
Just
I
let
don't
them
know.
two have it out.
Yeah.
Which one will
I
win?
almost pay to watch that one.
They'd probably all fight each other to see who's like,
Honestly, I think Shabusiness will take them all out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, she's
exactly who I
great.
was
That
going to say.
lady's something's wrong there.
Yeah. I think she could take them all.
Yeah, I think she would too.
That's pure craziness and evilness right
Evil.
Oh man, that woman is wow.
I don't know.
But anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to jump down. I have to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm about to
Is
get out of
killing
here
me.
Me too.
I actually don't have to go anywhere tomorrow, y'all.
Yay!
Oh, awesome.
I can't believe it. Hey, Mountain Mama, how are you?
It's gonna
Yeah.
be like 95 here tomorrow. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to go nowhere. Like, I don't have to drive anybody to doctors. Nothing.
I'm gonna sleep as long as I feel like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to sleep in tomorrow. I'm gonna try because I've been getting up early here lately, and so I'm like on that early schedule.
Your
And I
clock
need,
is a little off.
yeah, and I'm not. I don't like getting. I'm not a morning person.
Me neither.
Join the club.
Yeah,
Me either.
Tonka, I've been here for 3 hours. Yeah, I'm not, y'all. Whenever I had to be at my daughter's house at 5:30 Friday, I was just like, when I was driving out and the sun was starting to come up, I was like, yeah, this shit's for the birds.
Literally.
Like, literally.
Exactly.
I am not, like, I don't, I want to go to sleep when it's dark and wake up at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Yep.
I can't take the public anymore. Like I was driving to work and I had to go a little early, like 2. I live 6 minutes away from my job. I almost got hit twice by 2 separate cars. I got cut off and then flipped off. I'm like, I cannot be out during the day. It's just not good for me. I just can't take it.
Hey, if I didn't have to go out during the day, I wouldn't. But damn it, I've had to go into the city like the last, I don't know, week, like 4 times already. I'm just like, I'm over it.
How much longer is that gonna last?
What, going into the city?
Yeah.
Well, I just have, whenever I have to take my aunt to the doctor.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's just, I hate going. But, she don't have anybody to drive her. So, I'm the one who does it. And just, I hate it. People don't know how to drive.
Yep.
I get road rage.
I do too.
Yep.
I don't.
You don't get road rage?
No.
Oh,
Oh God.
I do
Somebody
bad.
flip me off, I'll just wave back at them.
Oh.
Oh, we flipping right back.
I think no. That's giving them what they want. I'm gonna give them what they don't expect.
And if
It's
it comes
like,
to stopping the car,
okay, never mind.
But you got to be careful. You don't know. People are
Yeah.
Well, I don't wave back sarcastically. I just wave like,
Oh
hey,
no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying in general.
Everybody makes mistakes. Hey, Mom.
Yeah. I wave back too, but
I don't think they'll want to walk up to the car.
I'm very sarcastic and petty and like all of it mixed in.
Oh, well, they don't want to walk up to my car. No.
I know they definitely don't want to walk up to mine.
Oh no.
Yeah, same.
They'll be in a world of hurt.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I'm like that too, though. People are just people in the public. They get on my nerves
Because some of them are crazy.
You know,
Some.
it's okay, Tonka. Well, that's good. It's been like scorching hot down here.
Yeah, it's been hot here. We
I
had
can't. Go ahead.
we had rain Wednesday, was it Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday?
Hmm.
And after it would rain, oh my god, it got so hot.
Yeah. Oh, it was the other day. I went outside to get something out of the truck, and y'all, it was so hot. There was no wind blowing, and it was just like it's hard to describe how it felt out there. And then that
Like
night
we're
is when the
melting.
storms were really bad.
I'm one of those weirdos though. I love the hot. I love.
I do too, but down here in the south, it gets so hot and our humidity is so bad that you can't. Some days you can't even breathe whenever you walk outside. It's so bad, and I
It
don't
gets
like
like
it
that
that
here.
hot.
And that's the way it's gonna be here tomorrow. Oh my
It
god.
I can't stand being cold. I hate cold.
I can't. I well, it's like it was 80 yesterday. It's like 57 now.
Mine's
It's
showing
still
78.
75.
I'm at 78, but it's still hot outside. Too
I
fast. Have a good night.
I just came in from outside. It's still warm outside.
Yeah, it is just I don't know. It, they're saying now that the chances are up higher for the tropical disturbance starting in the Gulf next week between like June the 12th and the 15th and all that. So that's all we need on top of
Do
all
you
these.
get anything like that, Lena?
What?
The
Like
hurricane.
tropical? We get some hurricanes. We've been getting to like microburst tornadoes, like something that Avery experienced, which we never usually do,
Yeah.
ever. But we do get hurricanes up here. It's we've actually it's been pretty mild. I feel like you and Scarlett have gotten worse weather. Like people in the Midwest have gotten worse weather than we have. It's insane. It's weird. It's
Yeah,
almost like it flip flopped.
it's
Yeah.
been usually here we'll get like the really bad winds in front of the storms.
Yeah, we do too.
The winds haven't like we've had some, but they haven't been that bad. It's the lightning. It's what's been bad.
So up here, we used to get thunder and lightning storms during the summer all the time, and now
Hmm.
it's like if we get two or three a year, it's so odd. And the winters haven't even been that cold. It's almost like everything's evening out weirdly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here in North Carolina, the winters weren't even that cold.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so hot down here. Even though I hate cold weather, I would literally go to Alaska where it's cooler right now.
It's
Well,
gonna be a
hopefully,
polar.
the weathermen are wrong because that's the only job that you could be consistently wrong at and still have one. I
Everybody
mean,
be okay with it.
it's like okay, all right, okay. It's crazy.
It's like they can't even get the weather right, but they still
Nope.
got the job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just we'll pray. Don't worry.
Oh,
It will pass.
I don't know. We're like starting in day 9 of hurricane season, and they're already talking about the first name storm next week, and I'm worried about hurricane season.
Well, hopefully it won't be as bad as
Yeah.
I'm
Hopefully they're
hoping
wrong.
not.
Make sure you have your generator ready, your get extra
Oh
gas,
yeah,
everything charged and ready to go.
yeah. We've already all the preparedness that we needed to do has been done.
Good.
Uh, it's basically you sit and wait now. So I don't know. I mean, we haven't had a bad one here though since 2020 when Laura came through. I think that was the last bad one that we had. So it's about due for another bad one.
Mm.
But I feel like lately it's sometimes they've been coming so quick that it's almost like you can't even fully get everything together because it's like all of a sudden it's just there. It's like where they came out of nowhere, like
Yeah. I
all of
don't
a
know.
sudden like the sky's like green and I'm like there's a storm and all of a sudden you get an alert and then it's there.
See, on my weather app though, I have we have the local weather app here. I have all of my alerts cut on. That way, I know when storms are popping off in Dallas, and I start watching them before we get here. Wait, King Scarlet says we are on high alert for mountain lions instead.
Whoa.
Oh jeez.
Wow.
I don't know. I would take a mountain lion over a hurricane. I'm serious.
Not much of a choice, actually.
I would take a mountain lion if I was armed.
Yeah.
But if I wasn't, I'd take a hurricane.
I don't know. I take my chances unarmed before I would a hurricane. A bad one anyway.
Well, yeah, not a bad one.
It's there's oh my god, they're horrible.
I've been through some bad ones. I don't particularly care for them.
Tears stuff up and people lose property and people passing away in them and all that. And see, that's the thing though. Like King Scarlet has the mountain lions. Mountain Mama is saying about the bears. Like we don't have anything like that here.
Speaking of bears, I can't remember where it was. I think it was in Charlotte. Somebody caught a black bear on their camera.
Yeah, we have bears. We have everything here too. We have bobcats. I feel like
we have that here.
I feel like they're overdeveloping so much land here that there's nowhere for anything to go anymore.
Yeah, well, Charlotte, that's more like a city type of.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like the most thing we have here is like raccoons and possums. That we have to worry about. We don't have the mountain lions. I think we have bears here, but there's not like what other states have.
There's supposed to be a mountain lion around here somewhere in my area.
Yeah, that's why you got to be careful of the animals,
I don't even like snakes.
Oh, hell no.
Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump down. Good night, everybody. Sleep safe.
Night.
Have a good
I love
night.
you. I'll see you next time. You too.
All right. Have a good night.
I'm right behind her. Ladies, thank you. Be safe and have a wonderful evening.
Oh, you do the same. Thank you for coming up.
Oh, thank you for having me. And
sure.
I'm trying to get all that Mennonite religious stuff, all that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Because it is interesting, but be safe. And thank you. And Betty Joe, you have a great night, and I'll be praying for you. And
you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to say good night?
Good night.
Good night, Bubbles.
I'm gonna jump down too.
Okay, thanks for coming up. Have a good night.
You too, everybody. Have a good night.
Wait, Sarah Beth, you talking about our mosquitoes down here? They're they're like flying dinosaurs. They're so big. Mountain Mama, are you talking about the flying spiders? I seen something about that the other night or the other day. That there's some kind of new flying spider or some shit like that. Tonka, have a wonderful night. And Tonka, I'll be back tomorrow night about the same time as I usually go live. Can't have a wonderful night, and thank you for joining us. Now your alligators, but mosquito. Oh yeah, I didn't think about the gators. But yeah, we have those too, but they're not too much of a nuisance as what some of the other stuff down here is. All right, well, I'm going to get out of here for the night. I love you all. Thank y'all so much for joining us. I'll be back tomorrow night as long as the weather is not doing bad. If it's just raining, I'll be here. Minnesota versus mosquito. Sarah Beth, have a good night. Michelle, you have a good night as well. All right, I love you all, and I will talk to you all next time.